Hello there. Welcome back to New Dice. It is great to be here. It's great to be back for another season. As you can see, we're mixing things up just a little bit this season. I will be sitting in the DM seat. I'm Callum McFarlane-Grieve. It's great to be here. And Ross, our fantastic DM, he's taking a little seat in a player position today. So let's start off by just going around the table, introducing ourselves, maybe see how are you feeling about this session that we've got coming up, this campaign.
So as Callum said, I'm Ross and I've DM'd the last couple of sessions. I'm feeling excited to be on this side. I think it's quite fun not knowing what's gonna happen. To more of an extent than you do as a DM. So I am
mystery ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Ready for the mystery. Let's go. Let's do this.
I'm Rebecca. You can all call me Bex. I didn't iron my shirt.
That was really important for everyone to know. I'm glad.
Nobody was noticing, but now everyone's thinking about it.
Welcome to my house.
Amazing.
There we go. Very nice.
This is my first time in a proper D&D campaign, so I'm very excited. A little bit nervous.
It's gonna be good.
But it's gonna be good. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ollie. I've been playing side characters for the previous two campaigns, so I'm excited to finally be the protagonist.
I did work hard to write you central to every beat of the story.
I know you did.
I'm glad.
I've seen all your notes.
So I'm Jonny. I'm quite happy to be actually back in Scotland, so there's plenty of rain outside every time we play, so it gives a bit more atmosphere is what I'm looking forward to. The atmosphere. Perfect. Also, I never iron my shirts.
Yeah, hello. I'm Simon from Germany, and I'm also super excited for this campaign. Just trying out some new things and learning a lot, I guess. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Desi. Just call me Desi. I'm not trying any new things in this campaign, and I'm excited for it.
Nice.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, it is good to be here. It's good to start things off. And to set our scene, to picture where we're at, we are taking a little bit of a detour from the underwater city of Atlantia. You can imagine ourselves whisking away from the Atlantic Ocean. We fly part of the way around the world. We're still in this kind of parallel Earth, but this time we're sitting in the midst of South America. And we open with a majestic airship that is just meandering its way through azure blue skies. Its name emblazoned on the side, the Morning Glory. Our players are all aboard this ship. They have been there for a week or so now, traveling through the air. This fantastical steampunk ship. It's got kind of brass sort of piping and such like gleaming at the side. It's got very fancy woodwork. It's looking majestic. If you're kind of imagining a bit like a sort of paddle steamer kind of vibes, but it's being held aloft by these magical lift crystals that allow it to sort of make its way at a gentle pace through the Amazonian skies. So, aboard this ship, we have our variety of players. They've been here, as I said, for roughly a week or so now, having left from the city of Cusco, heading their way to our destination, El Dorado. We're going to start off with two of our players. So, jumping into the ship, into the Morning Glory, we find our way to the casino room aboard this majestic ship. It's a dazzling display of opulence and arcane engineering. It's polished with mahogany tables and plush green felt that's kind of dressed around with patrons in their fanciest attire, their faces lit with excitement and anticipation. The room is bathed in this kind of warm, kind of glowing light from crystal chandeliers, each gently sweeping within the airship's movement, kind of swaying from side to side. Brass candelabras on the wall casting a flickering light over the velvet drapes and ornate paintings that depict mythical creatures from far-off lands. The steady hum of the airship's engines is a comfort, kind of undergoing the lively clink of chips and the soft murmur of conversations that's going on around the room. There's a string quartet in the corner, their music just melodically playing and just kind of seamlessly blending into the atmosphere of this space. And at the very centre, we have a large table which does seem to somewhat dominate the room. And first off, in the dealer's chair of this table, we have, well, Ollie, would you like to describe your character? What do we see sitting at the dealer's table there?
You see before you an incredibly smug-looking goblin with a traditional green dealer's visor, a maroon sort of velvet smoking jacket, and a cravat. Just really, really sharp-looking goblin. Notably more sharp than his fellow work colleagues who... Wait, I'm wearing the same outfit, right?
I mean, I imagine all there's a kind of, you might have your own flair to it, but I imagine most of the staff have a similar, very well kept. This is a prestigious sort of a location to be in, but you maybe added your bits of flair in there. That's
What's the
definitely.
logo of the Morning Glory?
well, so
Is it emblazoned on his jacket?
it might be a rising sun. And, if there was any logo, it would probably be the Golden Cog Consortium, who's the overarching kind of industrial power behind that owns this majestic ship, the Morning Glory.
Golden Cog.
But
Called gay.
Cog.
Called gay.
Got a name.
But Thimbleshank has actually embroidered his face onto the sun itself, so the sun has, a goblin face.
A rising goblin.
A
Like
very,
the Teletubbies.
a very smug, yeah, exactly like the Teletubbies. A smug goblin shining down upon the world.
Nice. And sitting opposite, I don't know, did you say your name? Thimbleshank?
Thimbleshank.
Thimbleshank. Sitting opposite Thimbleshank, we have, would you like to introduce your character, Jonny?
So you see quite a wide dwarf, receding hairline, bit of a widow's peak going on, with blacks and greys, slicked back, tied at the very back, and a big bushy grey and black beard. You see a pair of sunglasses, which is kind of not fitting considering we're under all these lights. We're not outside. You see, instead of like the worker's uniform, you see some Hawaiian shirt that's bright red, bright purple, every colour that you would not expect a worker to have, he has wearing. Then with the worker's trousers on, so he's still kind of fitting to code. But he's just sitting opposite with a little hand, trying to hold his composure in front of the next players.
Nice. And around this table, so we have a number of other players, a couple of other players that are sort of sitting round. One is a very elegantly dressed elven woman, and another is a quite maybe more rotund looking sort of kind of cowboy hat wearing dwarf that's sitting there too. And they both look maybe a little bit annoyed towards Jericho, who seems to be doing rather well at this table, at this game of poker that is laid out before them. So what do you think you guys would be doing in this moment? Maybe a hand has just been dealt, let's say. So what are we doing in this moment?
I'm going to be looking up and trying to put some very subtle gestures. So what's my hand, by the way?
Roll me a luck check. So just roll me a straight d20. See if it's.
I could deal some.
8.
Would you want to have helped him get a better hand?
Definitely.
Do you want to give me a sleight of hand then, and I'll let Jonny roll again, so that he's kind of got advantage on that luck check.
Sleight of hand. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. First roll.
Well, I did
First
actually,
roll.
so
Yeah, give us a sleight of hand. What was that?
That's an 11.
Okay, an 11. So I don't think you maybe tried to deal in some cards, but you were trying to be so subtle that I don't think it necessarily really benefited Jericho in any way. But you've got an okay. It's a kind of middling hand. It's nothing fantastic, but it's not horrendous either. So
okay.
what do you think you
So
could do with such a hand?
I look down at 5-7 suited. So I think there's a good chance that I might be able to get something in this, but maybe not the best chance. So I'm going to try and give a bit of a signal to see if there's some good cards going my way, where I'm going to have a wink dinner. Can I do a sleight of hand?
I
wink
how
and the wiggle,
subtle is
which is
that?
quite,
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
obvious.
Give me a sleight of hand for how supple you are with that.
15.
15, yeah, I think that would go unnoticed. I'll roll just to double check, but yeah, that went unnoticed. They didn't suspect anything.
Yeah, I mean, especially you say Jericho's getting eyes, but Thimbleshank is very much trying to take as much of their attention as possible, like probably having a bit of like a tour guide air, like pointing out the window, being like, and as you can see down to the right-hand side, there is a very majestic river. You may not have noticed this before, but if you look closely, there may happen to be some anaconda. And is that? If everyone will gather round.
Are you saying there's anacondas down there? What?
There'll be anaconda.
Well, I've never seen me an anaconda. That'd be quite a sight.
It will be a sight.
I don't know if I can really see that far. We're so high up. How are you spotting the snake?
If you look very carefully now, I have trained over years to develop an eye of a hawk. You see, many swindlers and no-gooders do tend to gather around my tables from time to time, but
You
my
do. You
eyes
need a
are
fair
sharp.
table. That's really important. You don't want to be no funny business. While this conversation's going on, Johnny, are you doing anything? They are solidly distracted by Thimbleshank's
while
chat.
they're solidly distracted, I'm going to quickly try peek at the hand next to me. So whoever's got the most currency or looks the most interested so far, can I have a little quick wee peek? I'm going to see if I can just whoop up and down. So,
Yes, that's probably a slight hand check
Yeah,
again. So give me a wee sleight of hand.
so that was a 19 in total.
Yeah, you can easily do that without being noticed.
Is his hand better or worse than mine right now?
So this would be the dwarf, who he's been acting quite a lot of bravado, but that seems to be his style. Is very much
All in.
it's a good hand or it's a terrible hand. He is just like eager to go all in at any opportunity. This is a truly atrocious hand. He's got like a 2 and a 4. I
Okay,
don't know
yeah.
poker well enough to do that, but I don't think.
Yeah,
that's
2 and a 4. That's I've got better than that, so that's all
Yeah.
good. So 2 and a 7 is the worst hand.
Yeah.
So 2 and a 4 is still pretty good because it's kind of close. Anyway, well, I think I might just go all in. There's something about cards. It's either all or nothing. I need to go all in. Everything. I put all the money I've got on me. Let's say 40, 50 chips. I'm just going to bung every single bit in.
The elven lady like, oh,
And I'm going to give a
that's a
little
bit steep for me.
I'm trying to give a tell.
I'll bail out on this one, and she folds. But the dwarf is a bit more like, well, I can't miss out on that kind of action, and he pushes in to match you.
We
on
both show.
both show, and
I'm ahead.
well done. You are ahead. You take the hands. Can I get you both to roll a perception check for me, just while this kind of is going on?
9.
17.
So you would notice that just kind of off to the side, but definitely watching your table is this kind of cloaked figure who just seems to be kind of very much eyes on your table and particularly the pair of you as this is kind of going on and unfolding. Particularly a lot of focus, maybe more focus on Jericho specifically.
Well, luck is with me today, boys and girl. I do apologise. I'm going to take all the coins in and be quite full myself while doing it. Maybe even drawing a bit more attention than I should, not really realising because I missed that check.
Yes, good game, Mr. Jericho. You played that hand mighty fine, if I do say so myself. And then, just like as subtly as possible, I'm gonna be like, watch the hood.
Watch the what?
I
see.
I do.
I see.
Roll me one more perception check
that?
as you say that. I'll let you give advantage because you already spotted her. If you want to try and clock what he's. I'll give you a disadvantage because I don't know if you actually.
So I don't
understood
know what hood means. So
yeah.
I'm thinking
I
like.
got a nat 20.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
Was
I got
that
nat
just for
one.
Johnny?
No, sorry, you were rolling advantage. You've already seen her. Johnny was disadvantaged. You
yeah, I got
It was
nat
just
one.
flat. I just rolled it
Okay,
once.
that's
Got
fine.
a 20.
Well, so sorry, what did you get, Johnny?
I got that one.
Okay, you
I mean,
if anything, you're probably quite likely going hoot. Yeah, so you Thimbleshank would notice this hooded figure. So they're clearly trying to be quite stealthy, and in most situations they do this with an ease that you might recognise that most people would never have noticed this. But they kind of just blend through the crowd. Their face changes, and then another so face kind of changes. They change a little bit in height to become more stocky, like a dwarven woman, and they come and sort of sitting at your table. Had you not clocked it on a 20, you would have just thought they disappeared, but rather you've just noticed their movements. They have physically changed, and then this dwarven woman has sat down at your table, but you've checked the movement. It was the person in the hood who was much more slender and taller beforehand.
Oh, you said they were elvish? Or I
They
couldn't
were.
tell.
You couldn't maybe see their face under the hood, but they were certainly quite a kind of. Elvish is a fair guess, kind of more slender, angular build kind of thing is the gist of what you could see under the hood. And they sit down and are like, "Well, hello there. What about one more hand? You're having quite some luck. I'd love to give a little bit of a go."
Well, I think I'm 100% on board. But watch out, my luck is with me tonight. I'm going to do a wee bit of a dance. A little shuggle.
Well, I believe the luck might be with me, so why don't we see? Do you want to then roll one more luck check, I guess?
Wonderful.
I think the Texan, the
Gentlemen,
dwarf is out.
We buying in? Any more takers for this game? I got 2.
I think our dwarf, the kind of cowboy hat wearing dwarf is like, no, I'm
I mean,
done. I can't take no more.
no, yeah.
I know when I'm beat. And similarly, our kind of elven friend is like, no, I think that's enough for me too. So it's just the pair of you and
Yeah, I got a 3 on my luck check, so.
okay.
Some great die cards.
Roll me one more perception, the pair of you.
I have eye for detail, which gives me advantage on perception checks.
Okay, yeah.
Well, they're not hidden anymore.
Yeah, no, she's just at the table, I think.
17.
Okay,
13.
so she seems to everything seems above board. You deal out the hands. How do you start with your hand?
So I had a 3 luck, didn't I? So I just want to have.
Yeah, you have trash. Like
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of slightly look down. I'm going to give a bit of a smirk away. I'm going to try pretend as if I've got something good. So can I do like a deception check to try big up that I got something good?
yeah,
That's a 23.
you beat her insight.
So I give like a
yeah.
little side smirk as if something's good, and I sit forward as if I'm really excited at this hand, and I raise ever so slightly.
Okay. She matches your raise.
Get 3 more cards down.
Yeah. She's playing like conservatively, but with a fair confidence to it at the same time.
So as we got 3 more cards down the table, is my luck improved any better, or is it still pretty trash I've got?
Well, how about you? Do you want to roll a luck check for me then this time, Ollie, and see how the cards play?
Yeah, just a 20. Or
Yeah, if you're wanting to try and, well, I guess you don't. If you want to try and stack it a little bit in Jericho's favor, then you can sleight of hand it first, but that's up to you. And then I'll give you advantage on the
Yeah,
check.
I would sleight of hand it for sure. That was a natural one.
No.
So as you go to
one for 9.
as you go to deal out this one, she just kind of subtly gestures and is like, maybe, are you sure about that? I think you maybe got a bit muddled in this cards there.
I'm so sorry. This high altitude.
It is up here, the air.
It's
Yeah.
doing rings around my nerve endings. My hands are very sensitive, you know.
And how long have you been have you been with the consortium? How long have you been working on this fine, majestic ship?
Not very long at all. In fact, this is my first journey.
Okay, and what about yourself? I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Jericho, aye.
Oh, Jericho, lovely to meet you. I'm
She's taking
Morvo.
notes. No, oh, sorry, no, I'm joking.
I'm Morvo. Lovely to meet you.
Morva. Well, Morva, I've got a pretty fat hand, so you better raise up something big. You try to double down on my.
Roll me a deception check.
It's call. You got that one.
So many that one so far.
There's a pause, and she's like, "Yes, I'm sure you do." So, are you new aboard as well, or like your friend here, or
Yeah, I've come and went. I try to make it as unspecific as possible to not give her any more ideas, because I think I've realised I've scuppered up a little bit.
aboard the ship? So you've been to El Dorado before? You're longer standing.
I back and forth a good few times. I prefer to be on the ship, so it takes me a while to get used to a new job.
Oh, are you a staff member here?
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I'm Jericho.
I'm so sorry. I don't believe we met. Jericho, you said?
Oh, and your name was?
I'm Fimbleshank.
Fimbleshank. Okay, yes.
Sorry,
yes.
Fimbleshank, can I just check the rules? Is it allowed for staff members to be playing? I normally that's not the case in establishments like this I've been in, but is that...
I think you might be correct. I was not aware that this was a staff member.
Sorry, I'm not wearing uniform. It's my Hawaiian shirt that does it. It's the weather's too good. The uniform's too hot and stuffy.
The rules will be different once we hit the ground, but
exactly.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to step away.
No, it's
just
okay.
have to cash
Why don't we? I'll let him off with this last hand. He seems to be confident. Why not? Well, all in.
Well,
you say?
the bets are in already.
Yeah. Everything on the table. That seems fair.
Now, hold on a second. Let's just chillax a little bit here. This is a bit too intense. Let's wait.
Are you a little bit scared of going all in? Why would you be scared? You've been at such bravado. You said how confident you were in your hand.
Well, I'm confident in my hand, but I'm also quite confident in your hand. So I'm not too sure if I want to go all in. I might just have to muck my hand. I might just have to fold.
Well, that doesn't seem like it's in my favour now, does it?
That's
I
the
mean,
way
you're
it
here,
works.
possibly not meant to be here, and you've just decided it's not in your favour, so you're not going to go all in. That's not fun for me, is it? Oh, come on, darling.
If I go all in, I'm losing here. There's no other way of putting that. So, why don't, instead of going all in here, next time we play together, maybe I'm a little bit of a passive player that helps you figure out who's doing well and who's doing bad.
Now hold on a second. I will not abide by no cheating at my table.
It's always okay when you do it, though, yes.
Excuse yourself.
You're not the only one with a perceptive eye, darling. Now, I like that offer. A favour. I'll take it.
Remind me your name again.
Morvo.
Marvel. Next time, Marvel. Celine Marvel. Jericho, in case you forgot me.
Pleasure.
I was gonna be a gentleman and perhaps what's the word? Permit a rematch when we were to reach El Dorado itself, but frankly, your tone has soured me on the whole idea.
Oh, sorry, that was not my intention at all.
I am an honest goblin, an honest working blue-collar goblin, and perhaps these chemtrails have got to my psyche, but I will not be called no cheat.
Darling, there's not an honest soul in this boat.
There's one.
And with that, we'll round off this casino scene. You've managed to take away a bunch of chips, a kind of decent amount of gold's worth of chips. And from there, we will cut to a different part of the ship, to the lower bowels of this airship. We find ourselves within the engine bay of this arcane airship, and it is quite the sight to behold. It's this cavernous space that's filled with this rhythmic thumping of machinery and the soft glow of arcane shining crystals all around, embedded in the walls. There's brass pipes curled here, there, and everywhere, tubes with mysterious liquids that seem to be flowing up and down them, just kind of casting interesting shadows on the polished metal surfaces around. The air is filled with this thick scent of hot metal and oil, and it's creating this kind of mechanical, mysterious sort of an atmosphere. And in the midst of this setting, we find two more of our players, one who's very eager to be here and one who feels a lot like they've been dragged along somewhat reluctantly. But let's start off with Ross. Do you want to describe who do we see in this setting?
Yeah, so you see a fairly tall elven man with just this kind of shock of white hair and this big sort of white mustache, kind of bushy mustache with that's kind of a little bit burned in places, singed, and basically no eyebrows left because it's just been sort of burned away by constant looking into Bunsen burners or things maybe exploding a little bit in front of him. And yeah, he's kind of got a lot of odds and ends kind of on him, sort of a bit of a kind of utility belt, something sort of strapped, and just kind of some gadgetry like on his person. I don't know, what's he doing in this
Well,
would he have his sleeves rolled up, like working on something, or
yes,
is it just a tour of?
I'm sort of imagining that he has somewhat snuck into the engine.
Oh, I
bay
see.
when
Okay,
he
yeah,
possibly shouldn't be there. There's a number of signs along the way that say employees only, and very nice kind of gilded frames and such like. But it's abundantly clear that this is not a passenger zone, but maybe out of intrigue or such like, Thalen has made his way in, and with him, reluctantly somewhat. Daisy, do you want to describe who's along for the ride?
Along for the ride is Leo, his half-elven son. He stands next to him. He doesn't look really like he belongs on the fancy part of the ship. He's wearing his worn clothes. Underneath he has a Hawaiian shirt, so there's a bit of a vacation feel here, but not too much. He looks a bit unhappy about the whole situation. His mechanical arms are notably different this time around. They are not as impressive, as big and heavy as they were before. They look rather hastily made and taped together and roped together, and there's a bone there and other like bits and bobs, which it has to be made. Yeah. He doesn't look happy with the situation. He's like twiddling a cigarette. He's very undecided if he should light it in here.
Nice. And I don't know, what do we think Thalen might be doing if he's say in this setting?
Yeah.
This is a remarkable piece of machinery, and he is really in the bowels of it, in the engine space. Like, it's arcane sort of airships are not that common. There is some that do go round and round underneath in Atlantia, but they're not too common around the world. They're quite a kind of unique contraption, and this one, with the distance it travels and such like, it's a miraculous feat of engineering in some ways.
Cool.
No admittance except for personnel. Oh, that sure doesn't apply to us, Leo. Come. Look, this is fascinating. Wow, they've connected that to this thing. I was telling you about this earlier. This is how this engine works. Do you remember?
Sure.
Yes, well, exactly. So this liquid going in this direction will be feeding into this engine, which will power the main reactor, you see?
No.
That's all right. I'll explain it again.
Suddenly, the kind of rhythmic sort of noise of the engines is interrupted with a very loud clunk that kind of echoes throughout the chamber, and a valve there's a sharp hiss. I need you both to make a dex save for me.
Five.
Oh,
This of steam just blasts out of one bit of the ship, and you both take 5 points of fire damage from just this blast of steam that comes out. But then all of a sudden, there's a kind of a warning alarm that goes.
I don't think this is supposed to happen. Can we go now?
Yes. That stings a little. Let's. Why don't we? Maybe we should.
Suddenly, the doors to this bit of the chamber that you're in clunk shut on both sides, and you hear this voice that goes, "Oh, it seems like we've got a bit of a problem here. We're shutting down this area. Shutting down this area. Fine, we got a bit of a problem here. We're shutting down this area. Shut down this area. Any engineers are gonna need to fix it. Shutting down this area. Shutting down."
Blast!
And the kind of console in front of you starts to kind of light up with different colours and such like.
I think Phelan fully believes he can fix it. I think he just like starts going in and pressing buttons and like.
If we fix the problem, the doors will open and we can get back up onto the ship.
Both of you, first off, roll me a perception check as well.
Yeah, well, perfect.
15.
Okay, very nice.
15.
Okay, both of you notice on the kind of console that's sort of nearest to you, there's a very clear pressure gauge that is on it, and it is just going higher and higher and higher and more into the red. So something somewhat dramatic seems to be going on, and something is clunked wrong somewhere. It might have been that you brushed something on the way in, or who knows what's going on. Give me an Arcana check for the button mashing that is
Here we go.
happening. What do we think Leo is doing in this scenario as well?
I think do something about this.
Yes, I've seen that. That's the pressure.
I'm just saying.
16.
16. A lot of button mashing later, turning of levers, cranking of different bits, and it seems Thalen manages to release the pressure that seemed to be building up from whatever situation, and the warning goes, and the doors kind of clunk back open, and on the other side is this small gnome with a very bristly kind of mutton chopped beard, kind of goggles on their head, and is like, What are you doing here? What? You're not personnel? What's going on? What did you break?
Well, it doesn't matter what I broke because I fixed it.
And what were you touching? I need to check.
No, I didn't touch anything.
Touching
This was an educational tour for my son, who is very interested in the mechanics and the engineering of this marvelously kept vessel.
How did you even get in here? Roll me a persuasion check to try and calm down this slightly irate gnome on the other side.
11.
And he's like, well, just show me what you touched. Show me what you touched. I'll let you go out of here. I can't be bothered with dealing with security. But if I see you in here again, sonny boy, you're in trouble. And you too.
I didn't touch anything, I swear.
Can I go and show him what happened and how I think?
Give me one last Arcana for just making sure you actually decently explain what you've done in a way that he can double check your work and such like.
You need to get rid of this dice.
That's not what.
You did what? You're not meant to crank the defibrillator. What on earth are you doing? Oh my days! Just get out of here right now. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
Okay, so we're going.
And just to Leo.
What a brute! No.
We're
Unbelievable.
going, shush.
He should be thanking me.
And from the engine bay, we will pan to the observation deck of the Morning Glory, which offers this breathtaking view out of the world below, just endless sea of green trees and forest, just high canopy, ardent green and this brilliant blue sky above it, and just the odd kind of winding river, this kind of muddy brown that will cut through the green sea that is below. The deck is this expanse of kind of polished wood and this sort of brass railing that gleams in the sunlight of this sunny day. And the sky just seems to stretch out in every direction, a kind of vast dome of endless blue with the odd dotted clouds just drifting by, the forest, its green carpet below. There's distant sounds of kind of leaves rustling, maybe exotic birds that you might just hear on the ear kind of chirping away, a gentle rush of the wind as the airship is kind of sailing through the sky. And sitting, or standing rather, on this observation deck, we have two figures. We're going to start with Simon. Do you want to describe who we would see atop this observation deck?
Yes, so there's a person standing there, half elf as well, dark hair, covered actually in dark tattoos, and he's trying to fit in really like good clothes, but he doesn't manage to fit in the crowd. Like, all the people are dressed very nicely on this whole cruise so far, and he's trying to look comfortable, but he doesn't. And the only place on the ship where he actually feels at ease is actually at the observation post, because he can see the trees, he can hear the animals, he feels at home.
As close as he can get to nature
As close as he can
on
get.
the ship. And standing just nearby as well, Bex, do you want to describe who we would see?
Yeah, so you see this like 7'1" Amazonian woman just like leaning over, observing everything that's going on. She's got like wild long hair that like wraps round and falls down to the floor. There's beetles flying around her. She's got some beetles in her hair. She's wearing a crown that's got like a scarab beetle center. She's also got some tattoos on her. Yeah.
Nice. I need you both to roll me a perception check if you can.
That's a 12.
Okay.
14.
14. So as you guys are kind of sort of standing there, maybe looking out over just the expanse before you, very suddenly this beautiful golden beetle just flutters into view and sort of perches itself on the edge of the kind of railing that's in front of you, just very briefly. It just sort of seems to come from nowhere. You barely catch it for a second. It just sort of sits, kind of looking around on the.
Okay. I forgot to say my character's called Crescia Aguilera.
Nice.
Nice.
And she just goes, that is the beetle. That is the one I've been looking for. That is the reason I'm on this journey with you.
All of a sudden, this large kind of parrot-like bird just swoops down right towards the beetle and like lands on top of it, like grabs both claws in, and the beetle just vanishes, just disappears. Like, it just seems to totally vanish away. Only one more perception check, if you will.
That's a 24.
17.
So you catch maybe around 100, 120 feet away as just a glimmer, and you're convinced it's the same beetle. It just seems to have clicked from one place, all of a sudden appeared, but off in the distance. So it had a brief pause, but it's before the birds could quite get to it. It's gone like that. And this bird, it kind of actually, so on that perception check as well, I would say, because that was pretty good perception from both of you. You would notice if you look over this parrot that there's something a bit odd to it. While it looks like a kind of regular big sort of kind of parrot bird, big kind of lovely kind of red feathers and such like to it, there's just in between the feathers, just in between little bits of its face, there's these little cracks with a shine of kind of gold that seems to hum almost out of just little kind of beads and such like on its face, and it just screeches as it sort of sits down. It's clearly very angry that it didn't quite manage to catch its prey. And it's now looking around at this observation deck. When its wings are spread out, it's actually quite a sizable bird, like at the size of it, and it's looking pretty angry. What would you guys be doing?
So are we on like a kind of like a balcony pier kind of? Yeah,
balcony pier, kind of looking out,
Yeah.
sort of,
I feel like Chrissy for sure, would just kind of be like, we must go get it now, and just kind of like leaps over the edge of.
Wait, so just to clarify, is this the beetle? Or is
You're trying to
this
get
The beetle, yeah.
So to be clear, the beetle, you just caught sight of it about 100, 120 feet, like out
Yeah, but
in the
this
air.
is the one that her entire family.
Can you fly?
No. I'm trying to.
Okay, yeah, there we
You
go.
catch the 7'1" woman just looking over there.
Roll me then.
Bex, it's been so nice playing with you.
Roll me an opposed athletics check to see if you can catch Krista
Opposed
before she kind of. Because you're just jumping over the side of the ship.
You're
Like,
so lucky. I
It's
had
a,
15.
it's a
15, you could roll 2. You're
But is there not
opposed.
like a little balcony below?
No. This is just, it's like the beetle is out in the open air, like 120 feet away, and you can jump maybe 5 feet. Like,
Right, okay.
so roll me an athletics check, if you will, to see how if Kamek manages to catch you or not before you disappear.
14.
14. So you,
Yeah, you got
yeah, that was a 15. So you do manage to just grab hold of Krista's. Krista, is that right? Yeah, Krista's feet.
Chrissy, you can call her Chrissy.
Chrissy's
Yeah.
feet dangling over the edge with this bird that is right next to you, and it is squawking in your face.
Incredible.
We see Kameg kind of hands around Chrissy's legs.
My
She's
feet are huge, by the
just
way.
dangling off the side of the boat. The side of the ship, like below you is just hundreds of feet, and then tree canopy, which itself is super high. Like it's just straight plummeting down. What are you guys doing?
I'm just like, why did you do that?
Crazy woman.
Why?
And then I
I
gotta,
almost had it.
and then I gotta cast Thorn Whip and
Okay.
pull her back up because that's the only way I
Do you want to
probably-
roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can do it without doing damage to her? Because obviously it's quite a thorny branch that's kind of attacking. So you can it succeeds on grabbing her because you've already done the athletics check. But
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna manage. I was kind of rushed.
fair. Roll me some damage then. Let's see how much as you kind of weak this thorny whip round Chrissy.
Yeah.
We didn't do any damage.
So I did great damage. Which is a horrible damage for you. So that's 12 points of damage.
Oh no!
12 points of damage. For
Is there
me.
anything I can do at this point?
You are dangling by your feet off the edge.
What
of,
if like my long ponytail like clips onto the gate somehow, and I just like
Does it
pull
move
myself
independently?
back?
Well,
It's just
so
tangled.
you've got a rope. You've now got this kind of makeshift rope of a kind of thorny branch that is wrapped
Right,
around
I'll
you.
just take the damage.
You can kind of clamber your way back up it. Again, maybe it's 2 more athletics just to see how well you do it. Kind of, I'll give you advantage with the thorny whip as well.
Do I still get 12 damage?
Yeah, that's happened.
Are you sure?
That's absolutely certain.
With advantage.
What if I can't count to
Yeah.
12? Okay, there we go.
Just to kind of pull up, and you're kind of
Wait,
both doing it
wow.
together, I think. So
Add
Yeah,
some points.
the best I can get is a 10.
okay, right. Fair enough. And that's just an athletics check from you as well, just to see how you get on. The pair of you are kind of working together to get you up.
That is a 8.
10.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
So it is really
Johnny.
taking you all of your strength to kind of haul Chrissy back up. I'm gonna say from the branch itself, just holding it. You take 3 points of damage, just holding it as kind of tightly as you are, but with a lot of sweat and tears. You do manage to haul back up on to the deck, where right behind you is still this very irate parrot that is just squawking in Rico's face, looking very mad. A number of the other kind of guests and such like, they've scattered back, they've moved out of the way of this parrot. You guys are right next to it, kind of flopping back on the deck. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna do a death glare, basically staring back at the bird and being like, "You're gonna end up as chicken. If you don't stop that right now."
Roll me then. I'll say a nature or animal handling check to see if you can intimidate this bird.
Nature.
With your
I'm also pretty racist against
I'm
birds.
gonna do animal handling, and that's a 14.
okay. Roll for the birds.
nat 20.
The bird sees this as a challenge and it
Oh.
flies right at you.
Oh my goodness.
And it's going to swipe in at you with its claws. Oh, I don't know. That's only a 12. I'd imagine that doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
No,
No.
it doesn't hit. But it has tried to swipe at you now. It thinks you've like squared up to it, like gone for a square goal.
Is it like above me or is it like on still
It's
on
kind of on the same level in the deck. So it was perched, squawking, its arms flailing, or not arms, its wings flailing, I guess.
Yeah.
And now with your attempt at intimidation, it is beeline straight at you and like tried to take a swipe, but it's not managed anything. So
Yeah.
you also see this too.
Yeah.
What would Christy be doing in this scenario? Or she
Can I
be
approach
distracted
the
by
bird and
beetle?
touch it?
You can give me an animal handling check as well if you want, or a nature check, whichever you'd rather, to try and.
Do you think we can get a TPK before
15.
Try again.
We're
15.
fine.
15.
we're fine?
Again, I'll roll for it. Okay, it seems to calm a little bit. It's still looking quite angry, but it's maybe not quite as about to lunge. It's looking big and tough, but it's not quite attacking as much now. You've managed to slightly soothe the bird.
Yeah.
So I've like lured it into a false sense of security. Because then I go up and I go, listen, you stupid bird. That was the beetle. That was the one I needed.
Roll me an intimidation check on this bird. Well, I'll give you advantage because of the animal handling.
15.
Well, advantage you roll again, and then
Oh.
take the higher one.
For intimidation,
Yeah.
16.
Hey.
The bird literally craps on your shoe. And it tries to flap away. It's now clearly trying to get out of the scenario. It's kind of. Do you let go of it, or do you?
No, I've got huge hands, huge feet, and I've just got it in a chokehold. That was, I don't think you understand, that was the beetle generations of my family has been looking for.
So just understand, are you saying that to the bird?
No, I'm just saying that to you
Okay.
guys. So you understand, and you feel
So
my pain.
what do you do then to this bird that you've got in a grip? You've got a vice grip on it. It's trying to currently flap away.
I take over to the edge.
It can fly.
You fly!
Okay, yeah, it's over the edge.
It's over the edge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, woman. Let me stop you right there. First of all, why do you want to jump off the ship? Second of all, I didn't release the bird. I think it was just angry that you couldn't get it.
Listen, stop trying to be a peacekeeper. You don't understand how much that beetle meant to me. I'm like slowly gripping harder and harder.
No, wait.
Roll me,
We're all villains.
roll me an unarmed strike, I think.
It's
Easy.
21.
To hit.
You'd certainly hit. So
Oh, right, yeah.
gripping in on this bird,
Yeah.
you grip it a little bit too tight and you just and
Yeah.
snap its neck.
And I'm like,
This bird is now just dead in your hand.
I hope it wasn't important, this bird. You made it seem like it was quite important.
You're now holding. So that's what you witnessed. Your
Yeah, like.
Chrissy has just killed this bird in front of you.
Okay.
This
yeah.
is proper
Sure.
sociopath behavior.
Interesting.
Like,
Yeah.
the kid that murders
City people, man,
animals.
can't get the hold of them. Can't. Why did you kill the bird?
I don't know, I just saw red.
You saw red,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
got really angry.
and why did you leap off the plane?
I don't know, I just saw red again.
I see.
I don't know, I'm
I-
just a tall woman with anger issues.
Okay, but
It doesn't relate to real life at all.
But you're fine now, or should I call someone?
I'm fine now. I feel like damage is done.
Okay. Can I actually see the bird?
Yeah, I just like pick up. It's like wiggling in my hand.
Yeah.
On the deck. Dropping
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll me a nature check? Just
Yeah.
with I guess it's dead carcass lying in front of you.
Advantage or not advantage? Because it's not moving away.
I'll just say straight, even though it's not moving. It's still just to see if you notice anything particularly remarkable about it.
Yeah, 21.
So looking it over, for the most part, it looks like a normal parrot. But the thing that you definitely see quite clearly is it almost looks like it's got some kind of infection. Is the best way you can describe it. Like there's these sort of kind of golden veins just that run through parts of it, not all over it. It seems like maybe quite a new infection, but it seems to be like spreading, possibly from like, and with that kind of quite high nature check, possibly some kind of bite mark on its wing. It seems to be like a point that's maybe spreaded out from, possibly is the best you can make out from it. So it's clearly it was not a well bird, that's for sure. I mean, not necessarily the best way to put it down, but still, it was not a well bird.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the the people that are probably gonna come in now after the bird is dead and everything. I'm like, okay, you guys should probably stay back. This bird was quite ill. I think it has an infection. I'm not too sure what it is, but we should probably call someone from the ship to have that analyzed or something. Is someone here from the staff? By chance?
Roll me a perception check, see if you can spot any staff around at the moment.
Yeah, net one, no chance.
You can't. There's a lot of like rather flustered looking. Some maybe are more flustered looking, kind of well-to-do patrons. There's some that are curious, maybe fascinated at this bewildering sight of this Amazonian woman who jumped off the edge and got caught and then just grabbed a bird by the neck and killed it out of nowhere. Like, they're in for the spectacle, but you can't really see any obvious stuff around about.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna try to get as much... Yeah, no, actually I already got a lot of information. Actually, I'm gonna just toss it over the side then.
And the bird just...
What? No! Can I? No!
Roll me a dex save then to see if you can grab it, or an acrobatics check, whatever.
9.
You go to lunge, but you've tossed it a bit too quickly. This bird is just.
So why do you want this bird now after you killed it? It's infected, it has a disease.
So I was kind of sitting there like chewing on vegetation that I just pulled out of my pouch. And I saw my beetles were like scurrying towards it. I was like, And they were all really interested in it. And then all of a sudden all this happened, it's thrown overboard and I'm like, oh! And I try and grab it just because my beetles are interested in it.
Yeah.
But it's gone now.
I see.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it was a tasty meal.
Yeah.
Actually,
but they're smart beetles. They can tell there's infection.
I think it wouldn't have been a smart idea for your beetles to eat this bird because it was infected with some kind of disease. Probably that's why it was so weird and like aggressive and things. And maybe next time don't kill the birds because then I can actually try to heal it.
Just can't help it sometimes.
So from here, this scene that has unfolded on the observation deck, we'll skip forward just a little bit. The journey it's a long journey. So you're on this arcane sort of ship you've been traveling for about a week or so. You've still got about roughly a week's worth of journey. Is there anything particular you think your characters would want to do while on this sort of, it's got quite nice amenities and such like, it's a very plush sort of airship, a bit kind of almost like a kind of cruise ship as close as I can describe it. So anything you think you would want to be doing over the journey, we'll kind of skip. It doesn't need to be days, so you can take a long rest to heal up any damage you may have taken in these intervening scenes. But anything you would like to be doing in these kind of moments before we reach El Dorado.
Actually, they probably have entertainment in classes, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, I will find a meditation class and maybe a yoga class to calm down and not break as many windows.
Do you think, Jonny, you think Jericho would be taking any of those classes with his kind of role there?
Yes, so my guy will be leading some either meditation, some yoga, various different classes he can get whoever on board with to try and make a little bit of money on the side. So although he's not technically tasked with doing it just yet, I think we try to like set up little splinter groups in rooms that he knows are not getting utilised
I
at the
imagine
time.
Maybe because you guys are staff and it's quite a long journey, they probably kind of employed you for this leg, but you would know that once you arrive at El Dorado, you'll have a little bit of a break. So you probably can do it in an official capacity, I suppose, as well. How does Jericho lead yoga?
So I come in with like a...
Would you have tried to convince Thalen to come with you?
No.
Okay.
I would.
Very much like leave me behind. Yeah. 100%.
Well, before we get there then, Thalen, roll me a perception check and you roll me a stealth check if Thalen notices you sneak off to this class or if he kind of catches
Well, I have disadvantage, so that's fun.
Well, I rolled a 3, so I got 6.
I get a 9.
Okay, you do.
Hey!
It's not. You basically walk out the door and Thalen is mildly
I'm
oblivious.
Focused on a task and
yeah.
probably a puzzle.
Yeah, so my guy, he comes into the room, laying down a really colourful yoga mat. He's wearing some jeggings, all covered in like purples and pinks is the main colours of it. And he's got like, you know the tops that don't quite make it all the way down to the bottom? What's that called? I don't know.
Crop top.
top.
He's got like a bright colourful crop top. Even one of the arms kind of come down a little bit. You see like his body here coming up, and he just gets everyone starting to sit down and just chillax. That's the phrase that gets utilised time and time again. So we need to get into that place of zen, that place of chillax. And then he'll start leading into things like Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3, all these sort of standing poses that are quite
Can I get both
impressive.
of you to roll me probably an acrobatics? I guess is as close as I could do.
Thimbleshank is also
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
100% taking part in these yoga
Do you
classes.
have-
at the very
Are you able
least.
to like pinch money from people?
Yeah.
Like that?
Actually,
Hey,
Kalmek is also in the back of the room.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not taking part,
Okay.
but
Okay.
just looking, awkwardly, trying to,
Well-
see what they're doing.
Acrobatics, you see.
can I, bear with me here, can I go with deception to make it look like I'm doing the acrobatic things, but not really doing it? So I'm kind of, like, I'm more talking it up with them and going by them and trying to show them this is the right way to do it. But actually, if you pay attention, this person's slightly different than this person. So, like, I obviously don't know fully what I'm doing.
Roll me a deception check with disadvantage, and if
Oh.
it's high enough, I might let you.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll say it's a DC 15 with disadvantage.
Oh, okay, right.
Because
Deception plus
it
6.
really does involve someone leading from the front. So for you to get by that, I'll say.
So that is a 15 on the button, so 8
Okay.
plus 7. So
Okay, yeah. So you managed to just about convince people by talking, and maybe those who have done yoga before are a bit suspicious that you haven't, but you managed to kind of
So
get by.
I take my pen and I start drawing up essentially the positions you're supposed to get into, make little symbols for people to follow the various steps. But they might notice at the very close tension I don't actually do anything that involves too much stretching. Like I can do the start of the pose, but not anything beyond that.
And so how did the pair of you do with your acrobatics?
I got a 12, but I would like to do my acrobatics from stealth.
What?
I'm
Okay,
doing
explain
the
to me how you're doing them
acrobatics.
from
So
stealth.
right, so Thimbleshank is doing the acrobatics because he feels like it's good for him, but also he's being stealthy because he's trying to steal shit
Okay.
while this is ongoing.
Fair. Okay, roll me a stealth, but again I'm gonna say with disadvantage because it's a small room, it's quite well lit, so roll me some stealth.
So I'm wearing my visor.
Will that give you so it's a straight roll?
Just a straight roll because I have advantage on stealth. And 19.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you're managing to do it rather. No one is noticing, maybe because of your staff uniform or such like. You're managing to do it in such a way that's not raising questions. How did Leo? Sorry, get on with
So,
with the moves.
so I rolled a 4, but I can explain. Okay. I hadn't had Jolt in like weeks now, like 2 weeks basically. He is jittery. He is trying to smoke at the same time. The new prosthetic limbs are sometimes creaking very, very concerningly. Like it's not working sometimes, and yeah, maybe there's a bolt flying. So he's it's a 4.
Roll me a perception check for Jericho at the front of the room.
18.
18. So you would notice both. So there's a whole bunch of folks in the room, a variety of folks, all in their kind of sporting wear to one degree or another. You would definitely see Leo struggling at the back. This kind of lumbering half elf with these big mechanical and somewhat other sort of arms and contraptions. You'd also notice at the back is a half elf who kind of just looks like they're staring. Like, and it's a lot of people with their butts in the air and just staring.
Staring like positions like, okay, that's how this works. Interesting.
To be fair, he's staring at me. That's what's going on here. That's what I think.
I'm staring at you. Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Because you're
so-
explaining everything.
So the way I picture it What was your character called again?
Jericho.
Jericho. The way I picture it, Jericho's at the front, like being super charismatic, getting these people to do yoga. Thimbleshank is in the back corner by the lockers, like super stealthy, but also doing the moves while he's stealing stuff from the lockers because he feels like it's good for his soul.
Okay.
Like it counterbalances in a way.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand then with advantage just to see what you pinch out of the lockers. With that good stealth, I'll give you advantage.
15.
Okay. You don't get too much, but you manage to probably get, I would say, about maybe 10 gold's worth, a few sort of silver in there too. Like, you notice some odds and ends, some like nice knickknacks, maybe a nice watch that's in there too, that kind of thing. So, not the biggest haul that you would get, but a decent kind of collection of stuff.
Nice.
Would you have put anything in the lockers?
No.
He left his arms in the lockers. That's what happens. Yeah.
Should have put
They don't come on.
So I'm going to go up to Leo, but also I'm going to cast Mage Hand towards the door, and I'm just going to close the door in his face because I think it's quite rude to be in and watching people as they're doing yoga, even if I think it's looking at me. I think maybe a bit rude.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I close the door and you can do what you want with that. You can stay still. Then I'm going to go up to Leo and try help a little bit. I'm going to start by saying, now, my friend, it's not about the outside. It's not about the actions you do, but it's about the feelings in here. I'm going to like put my hand like sort of here. Okay, it's about the feelings
my
here.
feelings.
Yes.
You want my feelings? Okay.
Well, you don't have to share just with me at the moment. Maybe later on. Like this is a time of peace for as many people as possible. Where are we? I'm gonna. I know this spell doesn't really work this way, but I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm going to cast the spell Sanctuary, which is more of a spell like protecting people from like harmful elements of everything else. But it's more the sort of almost like nature magic going through it, or the sort of arcane magic going through it. That's maybe trying to bring a bit of peace and sanctuary within the soul. Is what I'm going to try to do with this. So I'm just going to say, you just need to chillax.
I'll let Leo roll again. Do you think Leo would roll with advantage or with disadvantage on this interaction? That's entirely your call. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a wisdom 15. Wisdom 15 saving throw. So. So would it not be the opposite then? If it's like against what you'd want to do?
I was more thinking that that could have helped.
Yeah.
But in Leo's situation,
Got you.
it may have done the opposite effect.
I got you. Yeah.
So there was an option of advantage. However, so Leo, do you want to acrobatics again, or you can maybe do some kind of wisdom possibly if it's an internal thing. I don't know, but maybe advantage, whatever you'd rather.
I'm doing the acrobatics again.
Okay.
Because I don't think I was nice, but I didn't help. Like, your whole demeanor is reminding me of
This is-
somebody, and it's just triggering at this point. Go for it. Good, so 13.
Okay, you managed to possibly is more of a stubborn response of get away from me, dwarf. I can do this. I can do this. Which is obviously how yoga's always done.
Yeah.
Sheer determination and anger. But you do manage to kind of get into the poses, at least to a decent degree. They're maybe not perfect, but you're managing to get into things well. Is anything else going on then around this room? Anyone else wanting to do anything before we move on to the next bits of our journey?
I mean, I'm assuming the elf that's watching the yoga is Marva or Morven or whatever they were called.
Oh no, sorry. No, it was Cam.
Oh,
it was
sorry.
watching.
My mistake.
Yeah.
Was it a glass
Well,
door?
to be fair, you don't necessarily know. You know that they switched shape, so there's no reason for you not to suspect that it is.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah.
Well, that's my biggest thing is like trying to figure out the disguises, trying to keep my eye on, or like have eyes on the back of my head.
I think maybe roll me then a perception check. I think probably to see over this journey to see if you spot this character again.
Perception.
Yeah.
13.
I think probably, although you keep your eyes peeled and there's maybe the odd sort of slightly suspicious scenario that you almost jump on a little bit, but then it just turns out to really be like a bit of a commotion between two other kind of irate guests or something like that. You never quite manage to track them down again, but then you don't really like. You also never see that same dwarf again, and that's the only face you've seen. You never see that dwarf again in your time. You kind of keep your eyes peeled, and they don't seem to approach you again. At least not on the ship that you can see. Would anyone else be wanting to do anything on the journey?
I think Phelan would probably just be like trying out all the different things that it would do. Like maybe playing a bit of poker and like just getting really into it, but not really caring if he's like winning or losing.
That's fair. Yeah.
Is there like a pool?
Oh yeah. There's a
Oh
pool.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
He's
the
like
pool.
made his own like flotation devices for his arms,
Nice.
and he's like testing them out, probably to the horror of all the other guests.
Yeah.
And there's like, like a huge like bang while they like inflate and just jumping into the pool.
Nice.
Probably embarrassingly a lot.
You just-
At the edge, very stressed.
Yeah, just like trying out all the different things like there are on the
Yeah,
kind
getting
of
actually-
cruise ship, and just like enjoying his sort of
Yeah.
holiday and trying to get Leo to involved in all the different things.
Kalmik is actually searching for an empty room.
Okay, yeah.
Some that is not used as
No,
much.
that's
to
fair.
match
Roll me maybe investigation. See how if you can discover anything particular or see what you find.
That's a 15.
Yeah. You easily can find after kind of wandering around the room. What kind of what size of room? Is there a particular?
Just any room, doesn't matter how large it is.
Okay, maybe it's a bit of a storage cupboard, but it's a sizable walk-in storage cupboard that doesn't seem to be being used at the minute. Maybe it had something they've used all of it up during the journey.
Yeah.
Kame can do whatever he wishes with.
Yes, I start to actually really awkwardly try to do the yoga poses that you showed in the room because I wasn't, I was too shy to do it with the entire group because I was like, yeah, but I wanted to be part of it. So I'm actually really trying to do the
Put that to work.
Chrissy, do you want to roll me? Would you be trying to sneak away from Chrissy at this time as well to make sure she doesn't follow you?
Oh, I'm not concerned about her at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, roll me then a perception check just to see if you notice Kamek kind of heading off at any stage.
10.
I would say if you're not being stealthy with it, then you would spot Kameg wandering off at some point. Or
But I'm not
another.
overly concerned.
No, it's not like he's being suspicious. He's just kind of wandered off somewhere at
So I
some
feel like
stage. Do you think Chrissy
Chrissy-
follow or could just stay behind?
Well, I
and do
feel like
her own
Chrissy has found the highest point on this ship that's not a ship, that's not a boat.
thing? Yeah.
And she's created some sort of like hammock. And she's just kind of sitting there, one giant leg hanging off, chewing on her veg,
Okay.
like looking over the edge.
Just trying to look for
Beetles,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll come back to that then, and we'll jump back to Kameg.
Oh, I was going to say she's noticed
Roll
him.
me an acrobatics check then to see how well he manages to get a hang of the poses and such like.
That's an 11.
They're not too bad. They're not perfect, but he's doing a reasonable job, or at least he's fairly confident he's doing a reasonable job. Maybe enough that he might be able to creep into the room next time, possibly with them. He's fairly confident. Roll me then a perception check up on this hammock study
Okay.
for the see any sign of this beetle once more if it ever comes back.
9.
Again. Unfortunately,
No.
Chrissy she is looking out, she is scanning the horizon, committed to it, but just doesn't seem
Doesn't see
to
it.
skitter its way back.
But she does, so she has a map out of last known locations
Okay.
of this beetle.
Yeah.
But what's your character called again?
Kamik.
But she sees Kameg kind of like going into an empty room.
Okay.
Does she do that?
Yeah.
She just kind of goes, interesting.
Roll me a survival check then. It's not anything dangerous. It's just to see how well you manage to map out where roughly this area's been or such like.
17.
So you reckon from where you roughly were and the direction that the beetle seemed to flutter off in when you last caught its eye, it did seem to be loosely heading in the same direction as the ship. It's in this area, but it looks like it's potentially like it might still be around, or there might be others like it potentially around, but you don't really know for sure.
Can I actually roll an insight check to see if Kamek is mobile?
Yeah, you can do that.
What is it?
That's an 8.
You saw this shadowy figure change shape, so it's not impossible. You probably would note that there was maybe a kind of a grace and a charisma to this shadowy figure that you're not feeling ooze from Kameg, but that could be a ruse, so you're not certain.
Yeah.
You're not certain.
You hide one aspect of yourself. I used to say you can't hide another.
Yeah. So the journey, we'll say the journey continues on. The weeks kind of, or you get to the end of the kind of roughly the second week, and over the tannoy on the ship, you just hear this voice that kind of bellows over. Just to let all passengers know, we are going to be arriving in El Dorado shortly. Make sure you gather together in your groups for leaving the ship, where you will get your the correct ordination into El Dorado. So make sure you get into your groups, gather in your lounges, and you will be taken off accordingly. I am told it's quite a nice sight, so you might want to be near a window if you can be bothered. Thank you. You guys are all you would have known within your time in Group Y. You're quite low down the list, but you're all in Group Y. There's a lounge for Group Y for disembarking and such like. And with that, I don't know if would you be close to a window or kind of looking out maybe to see. You would recognise so that as the kind of the morning glory cleaves through the Andean mist, hush starts to fall, broken only by the wind that kind of whistles through the rigging and the kind of different brass contraptions and such like all over this airship. Below this emerald sea of Amazon, it just seems to stretch out to the horizon. There's these rivers that are winding through it a little bit like threads of yarn, and they all seem to culminate, these rivers, in this vast lake that just seems to cut through the jungle, a bit like a gaping wound almost, just this expanse of ruddy water, a massive lake that's just present right in the middle of the rainforest here. And right at the center of the lake you would see, cradled by this relentless rainforest, an ancient ruined city, the city of El Dorado, the first glimpses of this city of gold. Its jagged, moss-draped remnants of this empire turned to dust, a ruined legacy to be remembered. Vines grapple with forgotten walls, strangling roots pierce courtyards where hubbub once would have echoed, and the waterways that once coursed through this city like kind of like its lifeblood, reminiscent of something like Venice or Tenochtitlan, this sort of that now shimmer with this dense foliage reclaimed by nature. The city at its heart, where at the city's pinnacle, where clouds kind of brush these weathered stone, rests a sight that in itself seems to almost defy logic. Right in the middle of this lake city is a colossal mountain peak, a bit like a sword that has been thrust right through the center of the city millennia ago, bringing untold carnage. Its angles scream of some kind of celestial violence, breaching the city's heart, with veins of eerie light that seem to pulse from its stony heart, hinting at maybe secrets older than parts of the jungle itself. The dream of what this place once was is rudely interrupted as your craft settles down upon the edge of this teak and marble brass platform of clockwork, this clockwork mansion that's perched atop this mountain in the middle of the city. It's platforms protruding out its peak. It's somewhat of a steampunk villa, you might describe it as. Here there's brass and glass soar against the backdrop of this fallen city, where the thrumming heartbeat of progress seems to almost drown out the whispers of antiquity. This gold, and right in the midst, there's this substantial golden statue of a magnificent feathered dragon that almost seems to welcome you into this opulent sanctuary. Towers are adorned with steam vents hitting like ethereal dragons that pierce the clouds, clockwork hearts offering this luxurious escape for those so privileged to be invited by the owner, Lord Ronald Axelbottom, and his gilded invitations. The air hums with a symphony of clicking valves and whirring gears, and a strange counterpoint to the distant calls of the jungle that just faintly echo in. So the ship settles down, and the procedures start for people to be kind of disembarking, to be leaving out into this mansion perched atop the mountain. You guys are all just waiting in your lounge room. You may have encountered each other briefly throughout this journey. What do you think you guys are doing? What's going on as you guys are just sitting, kind of waiting basically for your turn to disembark?
I'm approaching you actually and be like, sorry, that was bad manners back in the days. Are you actually still hurt? Is everything okay? I couldn't manage to pull you up without the thorns. I'm sorry.
Chrissy is kind of taken aback at such kindness. She's never had it before, and she just says, "Yeah, I'm fine, thanks."
And what was that about the beetles? You're searching for special beetle or something?
Yeah, she pulls out a little like pocketbook and she shows him all the beetles that she has in her collection, and the one that she's looking for. And then she actually what Chrissy does is she takes her, her crown with the beetle on it.
Yeah.
She takes it down, and it's a living beetle that's sitting atop her crown.
No way.
And she goes, here. And then the little beetles go out, and she's like, go and investigate. Can I get any information by sending my beetles out?
Are you looking for anything in particular with them?
No,
or?
just kind of feeling out the space. Where are we?
Well, you guys currently are just in this lounge room, so there's maybe a kind of port window that you can see out of to look out. You're kind of waiting for your turn, basically, to disembark, or for someone to come and get you, basically, and take you guys out.
That's some good wise quite late on that.
Yeah, you're low on the list for sure.
Is there any way to get out and go and investigate though whilst this is happening?
Roll me, I guess, maybe an investigation check with the beetles, just to see if they can note anything particular.
13.
With them and with kind of peering out the window, you don't get too much, but you do clearly see there's just these groups of passengers going off. It definitely seems to have a level of prestige. The wealthiest seem to have gone off first in these groups of about 5 or 6, give or take, and being shown around. And generally, there's someone that kind of come and collects them as staff. They seem to be handing something over to them, and then kind of taken around the villa to some degree or another.
Is there any way we can investigate the passengers, the wealthy passengers that are getting off?
You'd have to leave this room that you're in, which you're kind of waiting for your turn to disembark if you wanted to do more, I guess, with those for the most part.
I think Thalen was definitely
Leo, we must sit beside the window. We must have look and see what's out here.
and it's just kind of trying to explain to it. How big is this window?
I would say there's a couple of the round sort of. It's this. About that far across kind of thing. It's a decent size, but it is maybe 2 heads could squish together.
Leo, come here. Look, see this there? That is that clockwork mechanism is driving the chimney. You see?
And then just trying to do that. you can do whatever you want.
Leo is actually fascinated by all the rest, not the clockwork stuff.
Yeah, Thalen does not care about the nature. He's
Nice.
I'd love to do a bit of a perception check on sort of the group that's in here. I've seen 2 people in particular respond quite energetically. I want to particularly try and get a bit of an insight check on
So it's also probably worth noting, alongside the 6 of you, there is also one sort of Aarakocran that's there too, kind of bird person, looking a bit like a puffin, kind of wearing...
Not more birds.
Bird person, humanoid bird, crucially, not a wild bird.
Don't kill him.
He's just sitting in there too, quite kind of. You probably, the pair of you would have seen him a few times throughout some of the staff kind of ordination stuff that's gone on. He seems to be some kind of staff member too.
Staff member.
But yeah.
So can I do a bit of perception check, particularly on the 2 that have been a little bit louder, to see how financially gifted they might be?
Roll a perception check, I guess. Yeah.
Natural 20 plus 4.
How much luggage do you
So
have?
who is it that you're looking at?
The 2 louder.
Because
2 loud
I
ones.
imagine a lot that
I guess how wealthy would your character realistically be?
I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe roll me either a deception or persuasion check then in response, and then you can go from there to if you want to. So it's your choice whether you want to be deceiving in how wealthy you appear or not.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's trying to deceive it. But I think Thalen doesn't really care about material like wealth. I think he just cares about his equipment, which maybe costs a bit of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like he just, he knows that he has to be earning a bit of money in order to be able to maintain all of his equipment and buy new things and keep up with the latest gear and things like that. So he probably is fairly well off because he does, he earns a bit of money from what he does, but and buys a lot of this like kind of equipment that he keeps. But like, I don't think he keeps a lot of cash on him.
Yeah.
I think he just has a lot of things that might look like they have cost a bit of money to obtain or
And what
make.
about Chrissy as well? What would be the vibe that someone would get looking over her when
Well,
it comes to wealth?
I feel like for her, I mean, she's I don't know if I mentioned this, but she's a princess. She's royal.
I mean, we wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah,
Our characters
the,
wouldn't
the
necessarily.
characters
know
wouldn't know
I don't
that,
think-
but yeah.
Right, okay.
But with the crown,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But people wear crowns.
maybe on a 20 you would notice a regality possibly to the way that Chrissy sits or something like that. Not necessarily in the attire, but in just the way that you hold yourself. There's something kind
well,
of
she's
proper.
kind of wandered away from her family and royalty and all the comforts of that life to go in search of this beetle. But it's not so much about currency or whatever the currency is.
So in terms of wealth on her though, not necessarily too much.
I mean, she has a crown and she
You can nearly
Jewelry,
pawn the crown.
like
she
kind of
has jewellery like gold cuffs, crown.
thing. Okay. Yeah. So maybe some odds and ends of nice bits on the pair of them.
Because no one, I'm gonna pull Fimbleshank aside a little bit and speak sort of quietly just to him. So Fimbleshank, right? Do you have anything that's maybe clockwork in nature, or maybe we can put together to look a little bit like that, or maybe a little bit like a beetle? Something we can maybe get a little bit.
Do you want to roll me,
for.
Johnny, a stealth check? And the pair of you roll me, well, anyone who wants to roll me a perception check, just to see if you're able to hear any of this, of how subtle.
Can I roll a perception
14.
to determine within
What are we
this
rolling?
social group how stealthy he is, but
I'll say that.
and
yeah.
whether I choose
You
to
just step
distance
into it.
myself. from
19.
I did pull
I
you
think a
aside.
7.
Okay. Okay.
14.
23.
23.
Oh,
Yeah, basically everyone other. So what did
I'm
you get? Sorry,
I'm looking out the window. I'm focused out the window.
Basically everyone other than Thalen, you're not being as quiet as you maybe think you are.
Well, I thought with a lot of distractions
what did,
going
what
on.
did
I only got an 11 as well.
Cool. I'm gonna. Well, so do we have anything that would work for the two of them? And your supplies, so what you've seen?
I procured this nice watch.
So I'm
you
gonna.
maybe don't hear specifically what
Yeah.
what they're saying,
Yeah.
but you definitely get a slightly shady vibe from the pair of them in the corner.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Before you did that, I was actually going to try and bum a cigarette off Leah.
So you can go do that while I'm doing something anyway. So distracted.
I would just go up to Leah and see that you've been attempting to smoke every single room on the ship or whatever, and just be like, yeah, these fancy folk, they only smoke their cigars and their pipes. I've really been missing the old stuff.
The old stuff. You want one or?
I would love one.
I'm sure. Here,
Thank
go for it. It's a weird brand down from Atlantia, so just be careful. I've heard it's a bit different.
Yes, what is that? Anchovy?
I have no fucking idea. Smoke it.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thalen's probably still thinking Leo's listening and
Yeah.
explaining.
So I'm going to take in the watch that's given to me. I'm going to do an inscription on the back with my emerald pen that's trying to show some form of authenticity of being from El Dorado itself. Like as if it's this sort of thought of like maybe it's something that we've got as workers as we've been buying and selling various bits and pieces. And I'm going to go up to Thalen as you're looking out the window, because something that I think would work better for you, and say, "My friend, I see you're enjoying the view. Look at all the wonders that El Dorado has on offer."
Yes, quite.
Well, I've got a secret for you. We staff, and I'm pointing towards myself and Fimbleshank, we've got some methods of getting some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Some of the blessings of ancient architecture or ancient goods. Here's a watch that is ancient in nature, filled with cogs that are far older than you or I, my friend. And I sort of bring it over and inscribed in the back as a sort of like fake authenticity. Like how it's, so I've used my forgery kit to try and make it seem as real as possible.
Roll me a forgery and you roll me maybe a history.
That's a 19.
Okay. I'm like
Wait.
really looking this thing over.
Yeah.
And like maybe
Either history or investigation,
Cool.
whatever you'd rather.
Oh yeah, history. Nice. Dirty 20.
So the thing that particularly maybe catches Thalen's attention is the fact that Jericho described it as like an ancient clockwork watch. That doesn't seem to make any sense to you from everything you know about. Like clockwork's a fairly new arcano tech is new. They were advanced in other ways, clearly substantially powerful, but the notion of arcano tech from ancient, like 2,000 odd years ago El Dorado, it smells a bit fishy, even to Thalen.
Well, I'm not sure they had clockwork back then, my lad. I think you might be mistaken.
Well, the wonders of El Dorado is simply too magnificent to behold. And definitely there's a magnificent piece of good that's from El Dorado itself. Are you sure you're not interested?
Well, it might be from El Dorado, but I don't think from ancient times. Perhaps made in the last 20, 30 years, I would say, judging on the manufacturing.
20, 30 years, maybe it's not as archaic as I thought it might have been, but surely it's worth a little something. Something you might be interested in.
Probably
when you're here.
It probably is worth a little something, but and then he rolls up his sleeve and he's got like 3 or 4 watches, like all at different time zones. He's like, I'm not in the market for another watch, I'm afraid.
Bollocks. I just take the watch and just
Thank you very much,
away
good sir.
and try to do the same scam with someone else.
So you're then kind of interrupted in the space by this turtle person who comes in wearing the kind of standard sort of crisp uniform, or as best as they can kind of get it around the shell. Turtle people kind of just lipstick on, a kind of bee's net. What's the name? Bee's nest hair.
Beehive
hairdo, and they come in with a clipboard in hand and a pair of glasses on, and okay, group Y, it's your turn to disembark. Please leave the airship, make your way down, and she's checking through. First collect your gift bag of goodies for arrival, and then it's on Henry Peril. Henry will meet you, so make your way down. Thank you. And you're ushered off to disembark with your stuff and such like.
I'm very eager for this gift bag.
So there's
behind you with all the
As you leave, there's just this table of tote bags that are just all around. If you want to grab one each, and you can add these items to your stuff. They are all. If you go to your inventory, you should be able to then add them. So the first is a tote bag of holding, which is basically this tote bag can hold way more than you would think. It's not quite as strong as like a full bag of holding, but it can hold a lot of stuff. So you can add a tote bag of holding.
Wait, does staff get these?
Yeah, you get them to everyone arrival seems to be getting the staff to. Yep, add it. Then in the tote bag there's a golden gear timepiece.
The exact same one.
Amazing! That's so.
Which is a beautifully crafted kind of brass pocket watch with a kind of intricate jungle motif on it, and it does have an ability that you'll see it kind of as a bonus action once a day. You can use it to gain advantage on initiative or perception checks. So like one initiative or perception check. There's also a mirror of admiration. So these are all little magical items, little magical trinkets. It's quite a little selection. There's also a map of El Dorado in there, which is a kind of replica of an old kind of Spanish conquistador map. So the map doesn't include the actual villa, but it is this sort of, I guess, a vibe of what this place looked, what the kind of layout of the place was before the villa. But it also gives you some advantage on survival if you're trying to navigate. And then the final thing is an El Dorado schedule, which you can also add, which is like printed on high quality paper. It's eloquent, it's embossed with kind of embossed border, and it schedules the details of the daily activities. But you can also use it, and it will guide you to the activity as well on the sort of thing. So you can see what the details of what some of these things do. They all have like kind of minor magical artifact effects. So you get your little. You should have, Via El Dorado schedule, tote bag of holding, golden gear timepiece, and mirror of admiration and map of El Dorado. Quite a little haul of goodies.
Fantastic.
So is there a toilet on the way out? Like a sort of small space I can sort of went to by myself?
Yeah, there's a toilet, yeah.
I'm going to go in there, I'm not going to say what I'm going to do. But you guys, as I come back out, if you should notice me, the hair goes from being black and grey to being almost filled back in to being a lot more black. So almost as if somebody went and put some fake dye in. Same with the beard as well. So it's changed the coloration.
Roll me a perception check just to see if you actually notice or not. Yeah, anyone who wants to can, or anyone who thinks they've been paying enough attention.
I'm probably not.
I did try to scam you.
Yeah, I'm not looking.
I did try to scam you.
He did try to scam me, but he doesn't care.
I'm gonna roll it.
I'm rolling 17.
7.
If you got above a 10, I think you probably know. Maybe above a 15. Sorry, a 15. I think you know.
Yeah, so you sort of notice like the hair being a lot more black again, similarly the eyebrows as well, and just the sunglasses are like fully covering the eyes now, so as best as possible. Not even like slightly down, but fully covering.
Nice.
Top gun.
Nice.
Grand. Sweet. So, you're then ushered out, and you meet with, you can usher towards your guide, who you see this sort of very pristinely well-dressed Hiragon, which is like kind of rabbit people basically. Little sort of waistcoat, a little sort of bow tie on him. He's looking very prim and proper. Sort of his ears standing up very kind of precisely. A little kind of pocket watch. He seems to have that same pocket watch in his hand. He's clearly kind of checking the time and kind of tapping at it just a little bit, I guess possibly because you were slightly delayed in coming out by someone going to the toilet. And he's hello there, it is good to see you all. You have taken your time, but that is fine. Welcome to El Dorado. It is good to have you here. I am Henri Laperle. Not Laperle. I am Henri Laperle. It's a pleasure to have you here. Welcome to the wonders of El Dorado. It is a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
And goes in for a strong
Shake your
handshake.
You've gotten lucky. I am the concierge here. You're the hoi polloi. You're not just any old staff. Welcome to El Dorado. We have a little tour for you to show you around. Let's start by taking you to your lounge, where you will be staying, and then we can wander around the wonders of El Dorado. So he then kind of ushers you into the villa to make your way through. He takes you first to the residential wing, which is where you guys will be staying. So there's this kind of, the whole place is this opulent steampunk wonder, brass and fancy woods and bits of marble, and it's beautiful inside, like this really well crafted steampunk kind of manner. But he takes you through some of the wide sweeping corridors to maybe a little bit further in the back. You're maybe not the kind of first rooms, but he takes you through and you enter into this really nice lounge space, kind of big, those kind of big sort of, the sofas that are like kind of big arms on the end of them kind of thing, the kind of crisscross patterns and stuff on them. And off of this lounge is a whole series of different rooms. And he's like, okay, and looking through the list here, first off, we have Kameg and your companion. We have your room here. You are in room 1. Christy is how you say, and Kameg, the pair of you will be in this room, in there. Okay. And then we are going round over here. Jericho Clayton. Yes, we have your room over here. Female Shank.
On the
Thimbleshank, it is you, my friend. I did not see you. It is a pleasure
As
to
I
see you.
live and breathe, it's good to see you, young
Yes,
man.
doing well on the ship as well, I understand. Yes, yes.
Absolutely. Look at these fingers. I'm ready to go, baby.
Jericho, I thought we met. You've changed your hair, no?
Hey, it's been quite a long journey. I thought I'd do something a bit different.
Fair, yes.
new.
We all have to try and hide the age somehow, you know? Yes. And then we have here Thelen
Yes.
+1.
Yes, +1. Exactly.
Oh,
My son is joining me for this adventure.
not on the list. Sorry. What is your name?
I'm not. Really?
Well, I thought it would be fine.
Oh,
I didn't realize
okay.
we had to declare +1s.
The invite, I'm pretty sure, would have been for one person. It's okay, you can stay in. This is your room. I'm sure we can find a pull-out bed or such like that you can stay
It's
in.
fine.
Yeah,
It would
it's
be
fine.
fine. I am
Axel Bottom,
sure.
Axel Bottom and I were right. He'll be fine with it. He's a brilliant fellow, isn't he?
He is fantastic, of course. I love my boss.
We've
He is wonderful.
We've had some correspondence. I'll talk to him. It won't be a problem. I'm sure.
Oh, you're here on the boss's invite.
Yes, of course,
Oh,
boss,
interest-
boss.
I am surprised he put you down in this wing, but that is fair enough. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
interesting.
Maybe you don't know him as well as you think, but that is fine. It is good to have you here. Welcome. Finn as well. You can just your room over there, and he kind of ushers to the Aarakocran as well, towards his room. So you can kind of put your stuff, your luggage, whatever, kind of in there. Actually, I imagine it probably would have been carried by kind of unseen servants where we are. Sorry, it would have been carried behind you on
Oh,
kind of
nice.
unseen servants. You didn't actually have to lug
So
it
does
down.
our room actually have 2 beds?
No, it has one bed. Your room has a double bed currently. You both have your own single bed.
I feel like you go in first, but you're quite small, quite a lot
Yeah.
smaller than I am. So you like walk in, but then I have to like crown my neck to walk in.
And I'm
They're lovely rooms, like they're big, spacious rooms, despite maybe not being the most plush bit of the mansion. They're still very.
But I'm like
big,
totally
wonderful.
not used to this at
Yeah.
all, because where we are, I'm used to living in the rainforest. I feel like my beetles start going, making noises I've never heard before. I'm like, shh, shh, it's okay.
Actually, I don't need a bed. I don't sleep in bed, so
Great,
You're
because I'm
free to go.
7'1", so I'll just take the entire bed.
yeah, that's fine by me. Don't worry.
You do have a balcony as well out in your room,
Okay.
so you could potentially there's a balcony space out there too if you want
Yeah,
to.
maybe I'm
use it.
searching for the person again. What was the name of the French guy?
Henri Laperle?
Yeah,
Is it?
Henri-
Oh, that's
yeah.
this is who this is. Henri Laperle is the guy who's giving you a tour at the minute.
Yeah. I'm like, hello, sir.
Yes.
I feel
Kameg. Yes.
Kamek, yeah, Kamek.
Hello.
Hard K, yeah, Kamek. Do you have a really nice pillow that you could give me? I would like a really soft pillow.
We have fantastic pillows.
Yeah.
You want another pillow?
I want another pillow.
It can be arranged, of
Oh,
course.
that's awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Amazing.
Yes. And we will send a roll-out bed to your room as well.
A rolling bed?
Great.
That'd be alright.
thank you.
Perfect.
I think we have to talk, but
Fantastic. Okay, it is now time for the tour. We've got to get our move on, wander our way around this, show you all of the important sites so you can know the layout of El Dorado's wonderful prestige resort location, the Villa of El Dorado. And so, with that, unless you want to do anything else in your room, Henri starts to usher you round at a fairly quick pace. He's not like lingering terribly long. He's just kind of taking you around to some of a whistle-stop tour. You start off, he takes you towards. First off, we will show you the grand dining hall. This is where you will have all your meals. The table is the timetable. It is in your schedule. If you have a look at that, it will show you precisely when you are to arrive. I cannot do the work for you. I will, yes. Questions?
Cater for vegetarians.
Questions at the end. Whatever time you have your table, the food is fantastic. I'm sure we have some green as well. No problem.
Do you cater for bugs?
No. We do not cater for pests here, I'm afraid. You can feed your bugs however you wish. That is definitely not my problem. Yeah, so maybe rolling a perception check or a history check as you're kind of passing by the...
Everyone?
Yeah, anyone who wants to, kind of as you're looking in at the dining room.
18?
18. Was that perception or was that history?
History.
History.
24 perception.
Sweet.
13.
Yeah,
So looking at those of you who got above a 15, which see, I mean, you don't kind of notice it, but you particularly notice the tapestries in this are exquisite. They seem to actually be moving. Like there's sort of a story unfolding, and figures are moving and moving back a bit. There's like movement to it, but it tells like the story of El Dorado basically on the tapestries round the great hall of this wondrous city in the midst of the jungle, of this grand, glorious golden serpent that seems to lord over the city, and it seems to show its kind of wealth and influence and such like over an ancient time long ago. And from there, he ushers you out. He takes you through to the gardens, kind of showing you around the kind of gardens. And one of the substantial things that you'd have noted on your way in is this massive statue in the middle of the gardens of this golden dragon, and very much in the kind of more Mesoamerican style of dragon, the kind of winged serpent sort of thing. So not necessarily any arms to it, but it's all kind of grand wings and feathers and such like. And he's like, this is the statue to Zotol, the dragon god king of El Dorado long ago. Some of the stuff are fanciful. They think that maybe his spirit still inhabits El Dorado. They occasionally leave gifts to him, and you can see in front of is almost a small kind of shrine, I guess, of like little knickknacks and golden treasures and things that seem to have been left in front of this statue.
What do you say, Leo? Should we leave a little gift for luck?
I don't know if you want the attention of anything. Go for it, I guess.
Alright, suit yourself.
He, Phelan flicks out a little gold coin and then just places it next to the statue.
Yeah, nice. Puts a little gold coin down. Anyone else do anything when you're around this sort of statue or such like? Just like the tour. So the tour continues on. He takes you back into the kind of villa itself. He points you towards, so there's a grand pool and sort of spa area, this huge Olympic-sized sort of swimming pool and fancy spa and such like, that he kind of takes you through. He takes you past the library, and it's just this endless rungs upon rungs upon rungs of books. It's the biggest library I imagine any of you have ever seen before. It's absolutely huge, just stretching back, those ladders on wheels that kind of whiz round it and such like.
Well, that luck came in pretty quick, I'd say.
From there, he points out and he's like, takes you past the casino as well. So there was the casino on the ship was lovely, but this is huge. It's a massive area once again of the villa, kind of blackjack tables and poker tables and such like. Even some very kind of simple seeming like slot machine like contraptions, like arcanotech contraptions that seem to be doing something with it. Like it's more glyphs on the screen and it's matching the glyphs and such like, that it all kind of goes together. Yeah, he kind of takes you around, and those are some of the key spots: the kind of garden, the kind of pool and spa and amenities, the casino, the grand sort of dining hall and such like. He's like, and that is a quick whistle-stop tour of the wondrous villa of El Dorado. If you have any questions, please ask somebody else. And that is the end of our tour. You have, and he checks his watch, some time until dinner. Your schedule will tell you. Thank you. And he just starts to wander off.
You would have definitely had to like pull Phelan away from the library on that part of the tour, but yeah.
Well, you now have, if you check your schedule, you've got about an hour basically until dinner, until your kind of dinner slot is up. So if there's anything you would want to do, any of those spots you would want to check out a bit more, you've got a little bit of time to do so after that kind of brief sort of whirring round. And there's this whole space, there's plenty of guests of other staff and such like. There's a kind of central reception area that you're to pass through and that sort of thing if you've got specific questions you need to ask, that kind of thing.
Well, shall we hit the books again, Leo?
I think I drowned myself in the pool. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But wait a second. You say I wasn't like there was no +1 here. Like
Well,
you invited me here.
yes, of course. I didn't think it would be a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
The invitation was for me. I just assumed I would be able to take you along.
Yeah. Okay.
It won't be a problem, Leo. Don't fuss over it.
Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
Well, I had some correspondence with the owners here, and they, I guess they were impressed with my resume and my skill set, one might say. And yes, I received a rather elaborate golden invitation in the mail, and thought it might be a nice thing for us to do.
Okay. That's why we're staying where the staff is staying. I'm not sure about your golden invitation.
Am I right in saying that invitation
It
would
was
be
a
quite
fairly fancy,
like
nice
fancy?
invitation, yeah.
Well, nothing we can do now. We're here.
No.
One way in, one way out.
Drowning myself in the pool. So
I'm going to the library. I don't know if you want to join me.
No.
Well, have fun, whatever you do. Do you need any money?
Yeah, give me money. That's a good idea.
All right.
Yeah, definitely from a pouch. I give you like
Pair of you, roll me a perception check.
11.
17. You would definitely clock, I think. Unless, because I don't imagine...
No, he's not hiding it.
Thalen handing over a
Just a
fairly
big
sizable...
bag of money.
It's a
One,
pouch. It's quite a big pouch of money, and it just gives you like I don't know 7 gold coins. I don't know how much.
Yeah.
Yeah. To go and just gamble and buy cigarettes and whatever else you want to do.
Has Fimble Shank caught your name yet, Thalen?
I'm not sure.
So you would have when
Henri.
pointed out everyone's name.
Fimble Shank's gonna really sheepishly go up to Thalen and say, Fimble Shank's the name. Thalen, was it?
Yes, indeed.
Would I be able to grab a couple of gold from you?
Well, I mean,
Please.
I'm giving some.
Pretty please. I'm just a little goblin.
Don't you work here? Aren't you employed?
I do. They
they not
pay me
pay you enough?
terribly.
Oh, I'm not sure. I completely believe you. I'm giving some money to my son. 'Cause I want him to go out and enjoy himself.
I procure from my pocket an adoption slip. I'm like, I could be your son too. If that's all it takes to get gold, I'll happily be your son.
It's a tougher job than you think.
What do you think? You want a new brother?
No.
I'm
thank you.
afraid I am quite happy with the children I have at the moment.
Well, the offer to give me gold is still on the table. If you reconsider at any point, I will happily oblige you.
Well, perhaps if I meet you at a gambling table, you can win it off me like an honest gentleman.
Sounds delightful.
We're keeping an eye out from as soon as he hits a gambling table there.
Nice.
I feel like Chrissy's in the library, and there's the stairs that you can climb up to get up to the highest shelf for the books, but she doesn't know what a library is, so she just kind of ignores that, and she just clambers up with her massive legs, and she goes to the section that's life, but she just kind of keeps going past the section that says like beetles, bugs. And when she goes to the section, she pulls out 2 books that have caught her eye, and she like takes them back down to the floor, and it's like dating for dummies, love for dummies, and she just sits on the floor and quietly reads the
Okay,
books.
yeah, nice, I like it. Roll me an acrobatics check to see how well you clamber your way up, missing the ladder.
11.
So you don't fall, but it's not the most elegant. Is Thalen in the room too?
Yeah, probably.
You would definitely see this huge hulking Amazonian just clambering their way up the wall. There is a librarian who is a kind of just an older gentleman, sort of wisps of grey hair, little pair of spectacles on, and he is just clearly sits at like more the librarian's desk and is just giving you daggers from a distance as you clamber up. Doesn't say anything, and I don't know if you might not necessarily notice him, you might be oblivious to it, but is just raging at what's going on, but is also aware of your size in comparison to him, so isn't necessarily rushing to say anything at the minute. But sweet. Do you grab your books? What would Thalen be doing?
I think Thalen might be looking for books about El Dorado, and if there's any books like about the city or the history of the place, or maybe even like anything about Axel Bottom himself.
Yeah. Roll me a investigation maybe check, I guess. See what you can find.
13.
13. Okay. Well, I guess one of the two. So you're looking more for information then on Axel Bottom, or more for info on like the ruins themselves.
Probably the ruins themselves.
Okay. So you can look around. The books. Surprisingly, there's not that many books about El Dorado itself, despite where you are. The vast majority of them that are there are written by Axel Bottom as well. Okay. So he seems to be the expert on the topic. And maybe make me a history check as you read through them.
15.
So as you read through it, I mean, it's not El Dorado is not terribly well known, other than its name and its kind of the mythical nature of it as a city. But the place itself, there's not a huge amount well known. The story as Axel Bottom seems to tell it is of this great god like dragon that rules over the place. It was this place of power and wealth, and the focus seems to almost be on how glorious this dragon like creature was. The details are sparse on what happened, suspiciously so that there's not much about what precisely, how on earth there's this mountain in the middle of the place. It does seem to be that wasn't always the case, so something happened, but it's surprisingly vague on why there's how it got to ruin, what happened to the dragon. It seems to be the books that Axel Bottom have written is more about what it was in its heyday, with very little mention of what it how it got to a state of ruin, which feels like an obvious question to ask in some ways. But,
well, he seems to be omitting some detail here.
Just kind of muttering to himself, Thalen's sort of perusing the books.
Sweet. I guess going round, Callum, what would he be up to?
Also in the library.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, I'm approaching the librarian and basically say, "Good sir, yeah, don't worry about the young one climbing up there. You know, she's trying. She's trying to use the library, right?
She better not damage the book.
I hope she won't. Better keep an eye out for her.
I would love more of an assurance than hope.
Sorry, I can't promise more. She was just leaping off a ship. You know, I barely caught her. She
sounds rather foolish.
Rather foolish indeed. I know, good sir.
Definitely got your hands full with that one.
Definitely, yes. Good sir, I'm searching for something like a plague for birds. You know, I need books on plagues actually.
Like some kind of bird flu, possibly.
Some kind like that. Yes.
The natures section. If you were go over that way, and he points you towards kind of roughly the nature and flora and fauna section, is the best hope that you might be able to find something in that kind of regard. So he kind of directs you where that would be at least.
Awesome, great help. Thank you, sir. Then I'm gonna move over to this.
Please ask her to be careful with my books.
Of course, good sir. Of course. Then I'm walking over to the section and I'm trying to find something about the signs that I saw on the bird that, you know, died.
Roll me I guess an investigation check, see what you can find.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, great. That's a 20. Not natural, but 20.
Okay, so you can find there's definitely some books on like the flora and fauna of the jungle of the Amazon. There's been maybe one or two other studies before yours that have gone ahead. There's not many full-on books, but there's more like collections of notes. Some of them written by your friend Omos. You would notice his research notes clearly has been collected in some of the earlier stuff that he's done in his time at El Dorado. There's not an explicit mention of things that fit the symptoms that are there, but there are the occasional description of animals that do seem to have those markings. But then, I guess even on a 20, you would notice that actually maybe there was more to it that's been taken out of the book. There might have been more information at the start, but it seems to either tail off or it's been pages literally removed in some capacity. So there's nothing explicit about it, but again, it's almost conspicuous by its absence, given that there's touches that seem to point towards sort of stuff. You do find one mention in one dusty book of the phrase gold rot. But it doesn't give more details. It seems to fit to the loose description, but it's very brief, and it's in a kind of little tome that's actually more. It seems to be one of the. You actually find it rather in the nature section. You find it in the notes and diaries of some of the early conquistadors that are here, and they have this phrase "gold rot," which seems to describe something that happens to some of the party that are with them that seem to get infected, but it touches on some of the notes that you saw on the bird, and basically they seem to slowly go insane is the gist of it. It takes them over in some capacity, and they have to quarantine them. Some of them just had to be killed because they were too aggressive.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about these books like being so many questions, so much
Yeah.
more information.
Almost definitely comes up as one of the figures as well of who seems to be studying a lot of the fauna here, so he might be able to answer more questions if you were to stumble upon him at any stage. Sweet. Leo, what would Leo be up to?
While Thalen is going to the library, I'm going to Thimbleton. Because Thimbleshank, Thimbleton, Thimbleshank.
Thimbleshank.
Thimbleshank. So,
Thimbleshank.
Shank. Can't really fault you for that earlier. Nice try.
No, it's tough. Got stuck in your head.
I mean, it was more for your protection than anything else, I have to say. You have to be careful with that. But you seem to be the right guy. You know, we talked about the cigarettes. I'm kind of out of them soonish, so if you find more, contact me. If you find something else, also fine. I'm not picky.
Just any sort of illicit drugs or alcohol or whatnot.
Alcohol, not really, but anything else, I'm not picky.
Okay. I might have a few contacts if you'd be willing to free yourself of some of your father's coin.
No problem with that, yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. And with that, I would go into the garden.
Okay.
And just chill there. Not too close to the statue, because I'm kind of still like...
Okay.
I had statues exploding on me, so...
Roll me a perception check as you're out in the garden.
15.
Very briefly, you just catch a golden fluttering glimmer that just whizzes past a little piece of fauna or something that just catches your eye briefly and flutters by.
Weird.
Over to the either of you pair, or anything you guys would be up to before dinner, this kind of window of time.
You wait first. I'm gonna bring something down.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about going after Thalen in the library because he'll be distracted, but also I feel like we need to have a talk.
You need to have the talk?
Yeah.
Alright. Still writing stuff down as you're talking to her.
Can we roll stealth or something?
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're not.
I mean, everyone's kind of split off anyways,
Yeah,
but yeah,
sure,
you can
but
roll stealth just
14.
to be more confident. Yeah.
No, than that.
And that one and an 11 for 22.
Yeah, you can be fairly confident that no one's particularly paying attention anyway that you think.
I just want to make sure that our aims are aligned here. It's all very well filling our pockets and whatnot, but I want to make sure that we're doing it for the right reasons.
Okay. What are your reasons then?
Well, I'm interrogating you here.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, there's some people there here on holiday that are pretty free and loose with their money. I want to make sure I get a little bit of that. So, I'm not going to go after any other workers, nothing like that. But people that look like they're on holiday with their son, definitely.
Cut to Thalen. He's dropped his coin purse in the library and it didn't realise.
Scattered
Oh!
everywhere. Callum back
Look at that!
Probably most of them.
People have been invited here because they've got a lot of money. Let's just say they don't need all of it.
I think that might be true, but perhaps we should aim our sights on the ne'er-do-wells, the filthy rich who mean to do harm on others with their ill-gotten gains.
Well, that, but also people that have also got a bit too much spending.
Yeah, I'll probably.
I think so.
In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna go roll that guy's there.
So during the whole time that we're sort of riding, thinking through the casino, is there a sort of gift shop / token area where you get chips, that sort of thing? Is there a worker there? I could maybe...
There's a kind of main hostess stand, the person who's kind of, I guess, the main manager almost kind of would be sitting. You would see there a gif, which is like kind of hippo folk kind of thing. Sort of very like thin pair of red glasses on, very red lips, but then just hippo head.
Yeah.
Sort of sitting at the desk. Fairly alert looking round, keeping an eye on stuff.
What was the name of the bunny again?
Henri Laperle.
So I'm going to have like essentially a note from Henri Laperle, because obviously I got given the application, or whatever you would call it, job description by him, so I kind of know his handwriting quite well. I'm going to try essentially forge a thing that's suggesting that I've got my own little gift shop, that I'm going to start trying to increase sales. So I'm going to come and hand this over to the person that seems to be in charge.
Roll me a forgery kit check. I guess that's like Dex plus proficiency if you're proficient in it.
It's not good. An 8.
So you go up to the desk and she's like, "Well, hello there, darling. How you doing?"
Well, I've just got something from Henri. It's a little note to say that the work that I'm going to be doing here, Francis, my name by the way, is all on the up and up.
Francis, it's a lovely pleasure to meet you. Okay, and she takes a little look over your note. Are you sure that was from Henri?
Well, was it Henry, Frankie? It was somebody that definitely gave me it.
I mean, the signature seems to be Henri, but the handwriting is a little bit, how do I put this, messy.
Oh. That quite harshly. Well, of course, I'm the one that wrote up the actual contract itself. It's signed by him.
Oh wait, so you wrote this note for me?
Yeah, well, I didn't write it for you. It's a contract that's been given by Henri, but I had to write it all out because he was talking to me. So he spoke it out, I wrote it.
Okay, so yours
You
is
signed
yours is the messy handwriting then, and
Mine
it's
is the
just
fancy handwriting, of course.
yours is definitely the messy handwriting then, and Henri's just signed off on it.
He's just signed off on it, exactly.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Deception check.
I guess deception.
11. It's not great. Actually, it should be more than that one sec. Plus 7, so 12.
Right. I mean, I might need to double check. Well, let me clarify. What is it that you are understanding that Henri has said you can do?
Just set up a small store of sorts that's just selling some nice gifts for people that are wanting to spend a little bit extra of their money. Give us a little bit more of a cut.
Right. Are you sure that the casino is the right spot for that? There is a gift store that the villa already has.
We weren't showing the gift shop just for stuff. No, so the gift shop. Where is the gift shop then?
If you head down to reception and
I know
then
where
make
it
your
is.
way to the left and then to the right from there and then round the back and then you'll find it over in the left-hand corner.
So I know what it was. Obviously, he said gift shop, and I've just thought casino because it looks a cooler place. So maybe that's my mistake. Of course, no problem.
Of course.
So you said it was to the left,
honey,
to the right,
everybody gets
down
the
the back,
casino
to
and
the
the
right
gift
again.
shop mixed up. Everybody's hoping for a gift in this place, but very few get it.
Exactly. We're on the same page. So I'm going to take the directions that she gave, and I'm going to head in that general direction, which I assume is to nowhere.
It's a store cupboard. Follow the directions faithfully, and it's a janitor's cupboard that she has sent you to.
I'm going to cast third level spell to do a major image, and I'm going to make the place look as bright and shiny as possible. I've got permission to do it. I'm going to have.
How long does major image last for?
Probably actually not that long to be honest, but still.
10 minutes?
Maybe 10 minutes, who knows? Let me just check the spell. Otherwise, a complete waste. I'm going to try to see if I can dupe in at least 1 or 2 people before it runs out. A minute, okay, maybe.
Oh no!
I thought it lasted longer. Never mind. So I'm going to lick my wounds and just head to the casino to do some gambling.
Anyone wanting to do anything else? Just any final bits and pieces?
I'm going back to Rob Phelan.
What does Fimbleshank do then? I imagine you're engrossed in these books.
I mean, I spilled all my gold coins out of my purse.
So
Should I roll like a sleight of or something to like see how many I managed to gather back
Roll
up
me a
again?
dex save, let's say.
Okay, good dex
See
save.
how many you gather back in.
Oh, 19.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you managed to get. You're fairly confident you've got all of them back together. Like it.
Okay.
It was they scattered everywhere. But
Yeah.
You managed to really pick them up, unless you just couldn't be bothered because it was too far away. But like you could have grabbed them all.
Yeah, there might have been a couple that I don't know.
You,
rolled
rolled under
or-
a
yeah.
thing, and you're like, oh, take.
Yeah.
I'll survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. And then would Thalen be like back at the books? Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's maybe sitting at one of the desks, and I'm guessing there's like, I don't know, tables and chairs and things. You can sit and read the books that are there.
Yeah, that was fair. I reckon then as Fimbleshank comes in, he would see there is a number of like long tables all around the place, some booths at the side as well. You'd probably clock, I imagine, everyone who's in there. So Chrissy and Kameg and Thalen's there. I think that's just the three.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of other like sort of guests and such like. Most of them looking maybe a bit more academic or scholarly to some degree or another. But
I think Thalen is reading a book. He's got his feet up on the table, and he's just kind of every so often just scoffing to himself loudly about something in the book that he doesn't agree with.
you probably then see the old kind of elderly librarian just sort of creaks their way up to Thalen as like, could you be a little a little bit quieter? You're very loud.
A little quieter.
Yes, quiet. That would be good.
Yes, I suppose. Keep me a little quiet. I'm sorry. Am I disturbing the other guests?
I'm pretty certain you are. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll another stealth check?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
And you also have disadvantage to see me.
Oh, really?
So yeah, roll a perception.
Perception
then, I
with
guess.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 28.
12. So,
You're like a ghost. Fimbleshank is
Yeah.
no one even would know he was in there.
Amazing.
And then
He's sneaking under tables.
I'll do a sleight of hand to grab a handful of gold, and a sleight of hand to tie his shoelaces together.
Only two separate
And
sleight
that
of
will
hand.
do.
I had my feet up on the table.
Oh yeah,
I know.
But you're also reading, so...
I've got my face in the book. That's true.
First off, roll me a regular sleight of hand for the gold pouch, which is maybe at the sides.
10.
Roll me one more perception. It is a disadvantage because of the stealth still, but.
Oh, 10.
Okay, yeah.
Even
So
with disadvantage.
yeah. Okay, so you do look down and see this small goblin that you've already encountered a few times just hand on your gold pouch.
Excuse me!
What on earth do you think you're doing it? Making a loud noise.
Wait, but my stealth was so good. My stealth was.
That was, I don't know, his sleight of hand.
His stealth was great. That's
He-
why, but the
he
stealth
look-
gave him disadvantage, and then he
He
as soon
looks
as you
down.
did something, yeah.
He looks down, and there's an invisible goblin.
Did you can't do you got invisible? Alright.
Oh, sorry, Dad. I thought.
Well, I guess maybe I only see your hand.
Yeah,
So I
you
don't
could
see
just-
I don't see the whole
He
person.
spots a hand.
Oh,
yeah.
just
Let's
spot
say
a
that.
hand.
We'll say that.
I don't know who it is
With the
yet.
stealth, he doesn't necessarily know it's you, but he spots a hand.
Thought we're dead.
So I guess what would Thalen do then, spotting the hand? Let's clarify it that way then. On this gold pouch, that's just maybe from under the table, or
I don't think he's got the kind of wherewithal to like grab the hand or anything. I think he'd just be like,
Really loud.
you know, loudly just say what he said.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
excuse me, what on earth do you think you're doing? And then maybe after a few beats, a few moments, try and check. I don't know, under the table or wherever you're, but you know, around
The
it.
hand
So you've
says-
got a moment, I think.
The hand says, "Oh, sorry, Dad. It's just me, isn't it?" It's just me, your son.
You trying to impersonate Leo?
Me, your son, Leo. I ran out of gold already. I'm just trying to catch another handful. Thanks, Dad.
Well, I guess a deception against an insight.
He can't see the hand, which is clearly not
Yeah,
Leo's hand.
It's a goblin hand.
With disadvantage, I'm gonna
It's a
say.
goblin hand.
16.
Oh, really?
With disadvantage, okay.
Oh, I rolled a 19. I got +0 by rolling
Okay.
19.
This is not Leo. Of that, you're certain. It's a green goblin-like hand. You haven't seen the other end of it just yet, unless you choose to look elsewhere. But
Yeah, at this point, I'm definitely like getting
You've
up
seen
from my
Leo's
chair
hand
and
before.
looking around and being
Leo's
like,
hand is literally is like made of metal
You're-
and stuff. Like
Impersonating my son!
very
What
obvious.
are you doing?
do I clock him yet?
Well, what's Fiddleshank done at that response then? Like that, this is your last window.
After that response, Fiddleshank scuttling back into the shadows, never to be seen again.
Okay.
Would Thalen try and grab the hand? Would Thalen just look under the desk? Like what's
I
Thalen?
think he's just looking around. Yeah, he's looking under the desk. He's
Okay.
looking around him.
Roll me a perception check against the stealth then.
Am I still disadvantaged or no?
I'm not going to say disadvantage
No.
in this scenario because
Yeah.
I'll say
get
maybe
advantage.
it would have been advantage, but your ability balances it out to a straight roll.
So I'm just rolling straight as well.
No, I think you still roll with your stealth with. No, actually, no. Yeah, you're with disadvantage. Sorry, yeah, there's no way because you've seen your hand.
Both are
I
bad, eh?
only got a 9. So I think I'm looking the complete
Okay.
opposite.
Yeah, so I guess Thalen frantically looks around.
Yeah. By the time he looks under the desk or wherever
Yeah.
wherever you were, you're already gone.
Fiddleshank has disappeared at that stage. You've somehow, somewhat miraculously managed to get out of this scenario.
Amazing.
However, there was a goblin 2 minutes ago talking about being your son, and then another goblin.
That is true. That's a good point.
Does the librarian roll for perception?
Yeah. Not gonna happen.
On I guess your retreat, the librarian sort of he clearly clocks you and is like, you might want to be a little bit less obvious next time. I don't particularly like that man. He's so loud.
I'm still being loud over it. Remember?
He's so loud. Could you steal his voice? No. Oh, I don't care. He just walk back to his desk.
Damn blast! Where's that little goblin gone?
Okay. Anything else? Any final things before before the dinner bell rings? So you guys, after little kind of escapades of kind of discovering bits and pieces, particularly maybe some library-based escapades over this sort of free time, you guys, the dinner bell is ringing. It's your sort of section. It seems like there's enough people here that they do more than one sort of dinner sitting, but you guys seem to be on the like later of the dinner sitting. So we're quite late in the day by this point. Definitely it's kind of dark outside. Probably talking about 8:30 kind of time. It's quite a late dinner, but you guys are called in and you're kind of beckoned towards your table, and you all end up you're at the same table. You've got like seating, like assigned seating. They've clearly pulled up an extra chair that is it's not the biggest chair, but they've made space for this additional guest that maybe wasn't anticipated. So there's the 6 of you gathered around the table. There's also this the Aarakocran, Finn that you briefly met before. There's a human guy, kind of wearing sort of kind of captain's leathers and that sort of thing, and also a rather kind of well-dressed elven woman that's there too. So you haven't necessarily met before, but they're all kind of sitting around the table and sort of you're invited to just grab a little seat and such like. So is there anything anyone would want to do or say or such like as you enter, as you sit, as sort of things just start to get settled?
Chrissy struggles to fit in the chair. Struggles to get her legs under.
Yeah, they're definitely primarily designed for your average kind of human size. So,
She like picks up a fork and it's tiny.
to the smaller among us, your legs might be dangling, and to the bigger, you're maybe a bit more kind of squatting like over the chair a little as well.
This is. Can I talk to a manager or something? This is such a bizarre setup. I feel like we as staff should have separate arrangements.
Well, this is where you have been assigned to your seating.
Are you a Karen Goblin?
I might be a Karen Goblin. No,
Is
it's
it-
fine.
So you guys, it's probably worth noting to the staff members that you guys, it was kind of agreed beforehand, you do a bit of work on the airship, but you're basically off for a little window of time. So this is, although you're staff, you're not kind of fully doing much in terms of staff stuff for a little while. Like it's a kind of, you've worked almost, this is your off shift, and then they'll set you into a rhythm of what work looks like here when things actually kind of kick off in a little while. So you've kind of got a week of that. So that might be part of the reason that you've ended up with other guests, because it's sort of like almost a break. It's a downtime window. So you might be settled more specifically later on. But.
Okay, I'm just sitting very awkwardly in my chair that's obviously not fitting the rest, and like, okay.
Oh, Leo, is the chair a little wobbly there? Perhaps I have something I can put underneath and make it and stop it from.
I think it's
A
okay.
booster seat?
I meant like under one of the legs, so it's like
It's okay, thank you.
just like folds over the napkin and stepping it under the. Probably drawing attention to it though.
That was not necessary, but okay.
The human sort of I guess I don't know who'd be like most likely to be sitting next to this sort of human lad, older gentleman, quite refined, wearing a kind of dinner jacket and such like, but with a little bit of a leather satchel that's just sort of
I
sitting
would
by the side as
definitely
well.
be sat right next to him.
He's like, hey there, it's good to meet you. You're new here? I feel like I've not seen you about before.
Yes, this is my first shift. Well, not quite. I just got off my first shift on an airship. I'm having a bit of a spa weekend sort of.
Yeah, they're good to their staff here. They know to treat you guys well. Oh, it's a fantastic place. I'm Ulrich, by the way, Ulrich Vane. Lovely to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine, Ulrich.
Did you say your name? Sorry. He goes to
I
shake your
kiss
hand.
his hand.
That's unnecessary, but thank you.
You can call me Fimbleshank, and I wink.
Fimbleshank. Lovely to meet you, Fimbleshank. I've been here, I can't remember how long. I love this place. It's just fantastic. It's just great. Anyone else wanting to do anything in this kind of these opening kind of moments as you're gathering, or the dinner kind of continues on?
Why does the dinner look like?
Yeah, what's
Is it like a buffet style, or is people serving?
It looks like someone will come.
We're like
and
in a
serve
we're like
you.
dining.
Yeah, you're in like, so it's the dining hall that you guys briefly saw before.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know how well I described it, but it's very grand, can seat like kind of dozens upon dozens of guests. Massive chandelier, kind of gold and crystal in the middle of it. The walls, I think, as you saw before, are kind of tapestries around the edges. This sort of really fancy tapestry, polished mahogany tables that sort of stretch the length of the room. Fine china for all of like sort of the kind of cups and such like, gleaming silverware and that sort of thing, and just wonderful smells coming through from the kind of kitchen. Very gourmet sort of smells.
How did you find yourself here, Ulrich?
Oh, I was invited, as so many of us are, and took up the opportunity to come see such a fantastic place, you know?
You said you've been here quite a long time. What sort of time frame are we talking here?
Oh, well, I don't even know. It feels like it's been so long. Time just kind of goes by a little bit different here. It's hard to say.
That's mighty creepy for this conversation.
I love the place. What's not to love? Why would you ever want to leave?
Have you ever heard the song Hotel California?
I can't say I've made it out to California myself, I'm afraid.
That's really bizarre, because you've got a heavy California accent.
This is not in this world.
Okay. I believe you. I need to roll an inside check on that.
So I always sit next to Thimbleshank, so obviously I think I might hear a little bit of that. It's just the one phrase, "Why would you ever want to leave?" is the phrase that I heard in the middle of that. Can I do a bit of an insight check on that as I'm sort of like half listening in?
Yeah.
Because, okay, 4.
You're rolling so
bad. 4. Got it. Nothing.
Yeah, on a 4.
I do pick up. It's still a weird thing to hear, so I'm gonna still remember it, but
nothing.
I don't really see anymore
to read them anymore. Sweet. So I guess once everyone's settled, then you see at the kind of top table, sort of standing up. He gets a little box to stand on so he can stand a little higher, but is Lord Axelbottom, the kind of halfling lord who sort of owns this estate. He is a rather dashing looking fellow, although in his kind of, I guess in human years you would say he looks about in his 50s or so, but halfling wise you're not entirely sure what age he would be, because kind of longer aging and such like, but sort of slightly greying at the edges, but sort of flowing slicked back kind of hair, a very well kept kind of groomed beard, very very fine attire, kind of a very bright sort of scarlet red sort of dinner jacket that he's got over the top, and sort of shirts and such like, and kind of a nice piece of jewellery and such and all around him. So he looks very kind of well put together. Got a very kind of charming, somewhat smile to him, and he sort of dings his glass so that everyone like pays attention to sort of look round, and the room very quietly kind of simmers to a hush as they look round, and he's like, "Well, hello there. It's a fine day, isn't it? It's a wonderful day to be here. Oh, in El Dorado, it is just great to be here, and it is fantastic to celebrate another wonderful day with all you fantastic folks here in this my humble home. It is great to have you here, and it's important before we share this lavish, fantastic meal that the best chefs in all the land you'll find here, that have prepared for you. It's important that we thank Zoltal. Just give him our thanks. Maybe I know I'm an archaeologist myself, so I know we kind of hold these things lightly, these myths of the past, but this place is special. This place is blessed, and so just to be safe, we better say our thanks." And he says what then follows in a language that none of you really understand, I don't think.
Can I cast comprehend languages?
Yes, you can do it. How it's verbal and somatic.
So I've got a small pouch that I can use one worst level spell without without a verbal and somatic component, or else without any components. It's like a giant's totem that I've got on me that I can pray.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's an ability I've got.
okay.
So
Fair.
yeah, so it's it means I can do 1 first level spell per day. So
Yeah,
So-
you hear the literal meaning of it, and the literal meaning of it is a fairly straightforward. I mean, for lack of a better term, it's kind of like a grace that someone would say around the dinner table. Like that's the gist of it. Like thanks to Zotel for this day, thank you for this food, thank you for the blessing of these times, and give us plentiful more. Is kind of the general gist of what you hear across. Although I don't think you don't hear the exact translation but that's the kind of general gist of things. And with that, then he then sort of sits down, and the staff come in with food. So there would be someone who would come to the table, and they would be like, so this elven woman, sort of red hair, comes over to in a kind of waiter's attire, comes over and is like, so can I get you the meat or the veg options? We have a fantastic coq au vin for our kind of meat lovers, or we have a wonderful mushroom Wellington for those who are maybe less inclined towards meat. What would you prefer?
I thought you were a chef. Do you know? No. Oh, that's right. You only make cupcakes. Yeah. I take the mushroom Wellington.
Mushroom, yes. Yeah, and that's kind of brought round.
We'll have the meat. We'll have the meat.
The coq au vin.
That's
of
the
course,
one?
Yes, we'll
Yes.
get that to you right away. Right away. Yes.
Do you have any dung or bark?
I can't say that we serve that. I am afraid it's
Maybe in the back of the kitchen?
we do have standards, and I don't think there's any excrement in the back. I'm afraid at this
I'll just
time.
take the veggie.
Okay. Yes. Of course.
We'll have the wine cock as well.
Of course, sir. Of course.
we? Okay, sure.
Unless you wanted to order something else.
No, wait. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sweet. So you guys are served a fantastic meal in front of you.
Is that right?
It is quite literally one of the best meals that you've ever tasted, I imagine, for basically all of you. Like, this is sort of Michelin star level sort of cooking that's gone on ahead here. Like fantastically, perfectly cooked sort of meals.
Leo, you should go and try and get a job. You should go and ask. Yes.
I thought I'm on vacation. Like,
Well, you can never. There's always an opportunity to
just like walk in and say hi.
just walk in. Just walk in
That's not how it
and
works.
say, "I'm a chef."
That's not how it works.
They're
in
going
this
to
day and age. I'm
appreciate
sorry.
your initiative.
That's not how it works in this day and age.
You just demand you there face to face. They're gonna give it to you. Of course they are. You're a brilliant young boy.
I fry fries and meat muffins. I don't even know what this is.
Yes, well, that's the same sort of thing.
No, it is.
Thimbleshank, roll me a perception check.
What a loving father.
Yeah, he
What's it in regard to?
Your food, or well, your plate and such.
Ooh,
Platter.
that's a 6.
Everything seems fantastic. Jericho, you roll me a perception check as well.
16.
You notice under this is where my culinary knowledge is tested out. What you put alongside coq au vin, the potatoes. Don't think that's the right accompaniment, but anyway, a very small slip of paper in Thimbleshank's food.
Thimbleshank, I think we've got the wrong plates just here. And I literally just pick it up and switch. Do you do anything with it?
I make a scene.
You're eating it, yeah. So
Who do you think you are, young man. You do not tamper with a goblin's food.
I'm making sure you get your food.
Explain yourself.
Well, this is your food. This is my food. You haven't taken a bite yet.
The waiter clearly gave me that dish. This dish is a different color entirely. The flavor palette's gonna be completely disrupted.
I put my finger in the food.
I'll have the mushroom one.
Of course, sir. And someone brings you out a fresh plate.
I'm going to
Takes
pull
away.
the piece of paper as soon as he does. I'll have the mushroom and I'm going to have a little quick look down to see what it says.
Do you do it stealthily?
I tried to do it when he was turning away, so maybe stealthily towards him. Maybe other people might notice me do it though.
Give me a
So-
stealth check then. And anyone who wants to, who thinks they might be
17.
loosely paying attention, give me a perception, just in case you notice.
We're doing our thing.
Here's a napkin right down
So
here.
what was that, 17? 15, okay.
17.
Sorry, no,
17.
17, okay.
16.
Okay. Yeah. So you would notice that just he clearly, like Jericho
Yeah,
clearly just squeaked a tiny, like a sliver of paper.
Do I get to do anything about it?
It's up to you what you do, but you saw it.
Hmm.
So it's up to you if you ask any questions about that or whatnot. But you've at least noticed it.
How far away from each other are we sitting?
Yeah.
Are we all on the same table?
Yeah, you're all at the same table. It's
Yeah.
a big.
They're the big long.
Big long table. They're kind of broken up into sections, but you guys are
Yeah.
all in the same section. So
Yeah.
you might be opposite each other, but you're all.
I was literally
Yeah,
imagining
yeah,
this, but then the human
Yeah, like where we are right now.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's kind of the same. Of it.
So what does the piece of paper say, or can you text me, or...
I'll text you actually.
Okay.
I think that's better.
I
I'll
owe
text you.
you.
I owe you.
So it'll be something that I've got no context about, so that's...
Out of the kitchen.
Just a poorly drawn.
Yeah.
Sign up.
Zion mooning, is that what you're saying?
that old coin.
Throwback to episode 1. Season 1.
Can I
Yeah,
actually try and I was gonna say
Franklin's
seductively, but I don't mean that. I mean
Persuasively.
no.
Secretively?
Secret.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the word. Walk over, round the table,
Mhm.
kind of like push my chair out and walk over. But because I make such heavy footsteps,
Yeah.
We probably all noticed that.
I'm looking at the wall, like going over to them.
What do you think Chrissy would do to then kind of cover up the fact that she's going to try and sneak a peek at what? Like how would she go about it, do you think? Or would she just is she just sort of looking around? Is she like gone over to like inspect a bit of the tapestry but and then is kind of glancing or whatnot? Like how is she kind of covering up the fact? Because it would be everyone is seated, so it will look fairly
Well,
obvious if you stand
Obviously,
up
she's
and
she's
walk
giant
around.
and she's like
Yeah.
thumping round.
Uh-huh.
Also quite a brief look as well, like it
Yeah.
doesn't take long to read
So
it.
she's just kind of like stopping at random parts in the room and like checking out the wall.
Roll me a deception check then. Let's do that. Let's go for a deception.
Well, maybe we accidentally help
And
her
you can
out.
roll me an insight.
By being
check.
20.
By being super
20.
loud.
That was
Wow.
Oh wow.
16.
Incredible.
You just effortlessly, I don't know, maybe it's something of your heritage or such like, but you just seemingly bring on this charisma as you just clearly are just wandering around, just taking a look at things
Just
on the wall,
thumping
and
everywhere.
you find yourself behind.
I knock over a
behind.
plant.
And you can see clearly that it is you see, although Jericho only looks at it very briefly, it's a sheet of paper, a very small little bit of paper that has some writing on it. I don't think you would be able to discern what it says from a distance because it's a very small little scribble that's kind of on it. But you would at least be able to see, and you're kind of behind him at this point.
Can I send my beetles in to try and steal it?
Yeah, I would say so. Because you can basically functionally do kind of mage hand with them. So if you want to do a sleight of hand with the beetles,
Yeah.
you can use them to try and steal it.
Okay.
If you want to roll me, I guess, perception on that, Johnny, to see if you notice a beetle try and get into your pocket.
It's 19.
Okay.
11.
So the beetle does start to crawl up Jericho's leg, but you would notice that just this beetle is just going to
Don't you
clambering
do-
its way to
don't-
up here.
Don't you?
Is it the big one, or is that
Yeah,
one?
don't. Yeah.
Hello.
Don't.
Hello, little guy. Hello, where are you trying to get to? Hello. Yeah, I'm going to try and make friends with this. Can I do an animal handling check on it?
Yeah,
So,
you can try that. Yeah.
Maybe I can steal my beetle.
I got like a 5.
Back.
The beetle bites you.
The beetle attack.
The beetle does bite you. Roll the damage that you would do on the additional damage that you would do.
A D6, I think.
6.
4.
You take 4 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, wee bastard.
Really thing like that for a tiny little beetle. It really like nips.
I sort of
Quite
make
a
it
big
fly
beetle.
off. I sort of can fly. Like, sorry, I sort of throw it, but knowing that it would sort of get its own.
Yeah,
way
and I
again.
like grab it back and stick it back in my crown.
That wee thing's an absolute monster. As I put my hand back in my pocket. Actually, wait, that wee thing's an absolute that wee thing's an absolute monster.
She's like looping over you.
Let's try
Hello. You on this seat?
Hello. I think that is my seat.
I'm happy swapping if you'd rather.
Let's swap.
Okay.
I
so
want
we
that
get
to
up
be
and
you.
switch.
Yeah, switch.
Having switch seats.
Can I want that.
This
to
is
be
food. This is like human food though, and you're eating like grass.
He does have the cockle van in
Yeah.
front of him.
Yeah, but you said you didn't have any bark or dung in the back, so I'm eating human food.
I thought you asked for vegetarian.
Yeah,
that's why.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
You have
I
currently a
have
mushroom
changed my
risotto.
morals. I want this.
My finger's been in it.
Even better.
All right.
Well, you have to. I'm going to sit here and eat this food.
Okay, well we get up and switch seats then, I assume. So.
Is the note still in the food?
Oh no, I took
No,
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 no.
it's
he's
okay.
Well, that was completely.
That was why the beetle was crawling up to steal it out of his pocket.
Maybe he put it back in for some flavour.
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm just gonna walk, kind of change.
So we've just switched seats.
Just straight seats
I
for no
mean,
reason.
the food that I don't want for no reason at all.
Are you just like
You know,
inspecting the
mushroom
food?
risotto
Yeah,
in
I'm
front
just
of
ripping
you.
apart.
I
Everyone's
think with mushroom
Or not,
risotto.
sorry, not risotto, mushroom
Everyone's
Wellington.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone's looking at this giant woman
Shank
just
ordered
ripping
for
apart
me,
chicken.
so.
There is something peculiar going on. here.
No! I just wanted to sit closer to him.
Why did you switch places with me? Touch my food, and now the large lady wants that food as well. What is going on here?
It just looked like a really succulent plate of coq au vin.
And why did you want the cock?
I look over to you.
I'm like
I just
eating, I don't even,
shuffle over.
I didn't hear anything.
And I'm like, do you like bark?
No. Why would I like bark?
Never mind. I take back out my like love for dummies.
Oh, the
but
big-
flick through the
She must have hurt her head.
I like just like there was a sign in the library that said, "Please don't take any books." And the little librarian went, "Oh." So as kind of dinner goes on, you see that Axelbottom starts to make his way, like just kind of down the tables. He just comes and has a little chat with the different folks at the table. Kind of just says, like, he just seems to say hello to folks, kind of sort of see how they're getting on, general chit chat, that kind of thing. And he eventually makes his way down to your table. And he's like, well, hello there. It's good to see you. Oh, that lad's name again. Hang it.
Ulrich.
Ulrich, good to see you there, my friend, and Isolde as well. Oh, the pair of you are lovely, and it's great to see you. It's great to see you, and we have some new guests as well. Oh, it's great to have you all here. Who do we have here? It's
Lovely! Oh, I'm standing hastily up, actually smacking my glass down as I do like, good sir, nice to meet you.
shake your hand, give you a firm handshake.
Going back and
Oh,
cleaning everything.
Great to see you there. It's a fine pleasure. Hello.
Lovely to finally meet you in person, my friend.
Yes, it is.
It goes out
It
to
is.
shake hand.
Yes, and he shakes your hand. So you're gonna have to remind me.
You did say beforehand we like had some correspondence. I'm not just making that up. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, you're gonna have to remind me your name again, friend. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, remind me your name.
slightly.
Disappointed.
Thalen Delonin.
Oh, Thalen! Oh, sorry, I just didn't know the face. It's great. Oh, it's great. You are one remarkable inventor, and I know my inventions. You are quite the find. It is great to have you here. That's fantastic. Oh,
I hope you don't mind that I brought my son along with me.
Oh, hi. Great to meet you too. Sorry, what's your name? I'm Ronald. Nice to meet you. Leo, lovely to meet you, Leo.
I knew you wouldn't mind. I knew you wouldn't mind.
Oh, we've got plenty of space here. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Anyone wants to can roll an insight on that? I guess. Yeah.
12. Not that great.
No. That's a 7.
21.
I think so. Probably Fimbleshank would pick up. I don't think anyone else would. While he's not being dishonest in terms of they have plenty of space. There's just a flicker of or kind of like almost a subtle gritted teeth kind of moment, very very briefly, and then very quickly goes back to the kind of the smile. But it's so subtle, so brief that none of the rest of you would notice it. He seems as charming and lovely and as if it's not an issue whatsoever, but Thimbleshank just picks up a tiny hint of sort of irritation, I guess, in that. But so it's great to have you, and we've got some fantastic. We're going to need to take you around and get to get some of maybe your expertise on some of the stuff we've got going on here. Would be fantastic to get some of your input.
Well, I can't wait. This meal was incredible. You must give our compliments to the chef.
Oh yes, fantastic work the team do it.
And I wonder if you would know, my friend, if the kitchen staff are looking for any more hands. Because my boy here, Leo, he is an incredible chef himself, and he's quite a keen baker as well. And we can...
I'm gripping the table.
Well, you know what? We are always looking for more folk to be part of the family here. So I am sure we could find something.
See?
Not
I
a problem.
told you, there's no harm in asking.
Might involve starting simple, like KP work in a kitchen porter or something like that. But I'm sure you can work your way up if you got the talents there. We could. Everyone is
send
welcome.
him round to the kitchens first thing in the morning.
Do that for sure. I'll have a word with Gustavo. Sorry, with Gus.
Gustavo, write that down.
I'm sure we can find. I'm sure we can find a home for you here. Don't you worry whatsoever. Don't you worry.
At that point, Thimbleshank tries to be quiet, but just snaps and says, "I got it. It's a cult."
Does he say that loudly or just very kind of under his breath?
He's trying to not be loud, but I don't think he has much. It's very
Stage whisper.
yeah. It just sort of comes out of him a little bit, which is unusual for him.
Okay. I guess Axel Bottom. Would you? Oh, Colt. Oh, don't be silly. Don't be silly. No, whatsoever. No. It's just a bunch of friends here. It's a family place, but no. People come, people go.
I'm sorry. I said it's cold.
Oh, of
Because
course.
I was expecting
of course.
the
Sorry,
mushroom
must
dish
have
to
misheard you there.
to be a
Must have
hot dish,
definitely
but it's
misheard you, that's
actually
for sure.
a sort of cold pate of mushroom, which is not what I expected, but it's very, very pleasant.
It is how they tend to serve it I hear.
Delightful.
And who else do we have here? So, Thalen, Leo. I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting any of the rest of you.
Jericho,
before.
nice to meet you.
Jericho, fantastic.
One of your staff here.
Oh wow, it's great to have you. What role have we got you in? What
Events
part of the
manager
team?
is what I like to be known as.
Events manager. Wow, wow. Is that the title on your contract?
As close to the title of my contract,
Close.
yeah. close to
Okay,
the
yeah, we
title
all
of
have
my
a little bit of flexibility,
Yeah,
don't
you
you
need
worry,
to pick up a
I
little bit.
understand,
Yeah, so-
Great to have you on the team. I'm sure you'll be fantastic with events. They're a great bunch of folks.
Yeah.
Handle a lot of the kids' work as well, but it can be a trying job, but a good one.
Kids is not really my strong suit.
I mean, that probably would have been part of the interview.
Well, no, we were speaking primarily about like,
Henri that you were with?
yeah, but we spoke quite highly about like activities such as pottery, yoga, wood carving, whittling, surfing, all these sort of things. Not surfing, no.
Oh, that's for sure part of it. There's also quite a lot of looking after kids at times. But you know.
Okay. It's not just child minding though. Like I actually had to get to do cool things as well.
Of course.
Oh, it's not too bad. That's fine. I misunderstood the contract. That's my bad.
Yeah. And who else do we have here? So Jericho, Leo, Thalen. I'm good with names.
I'm Kamek.
Oh, Kamek.
Yes.
Oh, can't wait. That rings a bell.
I'm from the university.
Oh, Omas.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
of course.
Omas.
Oh, it's great to
That's
have some more
cool.
researchers where this place, I mean, as much as it's a place of relaxation and resort, which kind of funds the work, the heart of it, it's down in El Dorado discovering what we can, and the wildlife especially. Fantastic. It's great to have you. Is this, are you together? Is this your...
Yes.
I'm just flabbergasted looking like.
You traveled from the university too? Traveled together, yeah?
From the university, but I'm not here from the university.
Oh, so you're +1. Oh,
Yes.
that's fair. Well,
Yeah, sure. Yes. Definitely.
I'm here on a quest.
oh, quest. So I didn't catch your name, sorry.
My name is, and I have like my long hair that reaches down to the ground, just twirling at my finger. My name is Chrisia Aguilera.
Chrisia. That's a lovely
You can
name.
call me Chris.
Chris. Oh, you Chris.
Or Chrissy.
That's a lovely name. Quite unique name. Lovely. Yeah. And sorry yourself as well. I didn't catch
I'm
your...
sure my reputation precedes me. I am Fimbleshank.
Fimbleshank. Wow.
Your casino, the chef de casino, as it were.
So you'll be part
Henri.
of Clara's team then, yeah?
I haven't met Clara. It
Well,
was
maybe not yet. I know that we like to give you guys a little bit of time to settle in. But yeah. You'll meet Clara soon. She's lovely, yeah.
very good. What's her deal?
Um,
I'm not so good at the whole subordination thing. I'm a bit of a maverick.
You don't build an empire without being a bit of a maverick. I understand you. I understand.
And I did have an empire, and I left my empire behind
Well, now you're part of an even better one. So welcome in.
to grace you with my presence in it.
It is great to have you here, Fimbleshank. It is absolutely fantastic.
Perhaps we could play a game of cards at some point. That'd tickle your fancy.
I have been known to dabble in a little bit of gambling, but I like to play the odds. You know, I don't take wild risks.
You stroked me as a bit of a dabbler.
Yeah, from
He
time
strokes
to time.
You stroked me as a bit of a dabbler. Did I stutter?
Well, it is an absolute pleasure. It's been lovely to meet you all. I'm sure I'll manage to catch up with you over the days and weeks and however long you guys end up being here. I'll just make my way on, and he kind of excuses himself and continues on to the next table. And you hear a lot of the same kind of shtick. He's being friendly and jovial, but it's not the deepest kind of conversation, but enough to kind of make a reasonable impression on most folks for the most part.
So sorry. You're traveling with me? Is that the official thing?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you again? Like, do I know you? Do I? Are you part of the university or not part of the university? Okay,
No, I come independently. I'm on a quest from my family.
that's cool.
I left my royal family, and I found out that you were also on a quest, on an adventure.
Yes.
I thought we matched up pretty well.
Okay.
So I'm just following you along.
Glad I'm not the only awkward one.
I guess it's fine.
We are sleeping in the same room.
Yes, we are. Yes. Okay.
There's a double bed.
He's sleeping on the balcony though.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The next
Yeah,
week
I'm not sleeping. You can have the room. That's fine by me.
If I
It works.
kind of go into fetal position, there is room right there for you.
I'm completely fine. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Okay,
In
we'll check.
general, it's a nice offer. Something.
If that offers standing, I'm more than happy.
Just saying.
So, meal continues. Anything else folks are wanting to do as the meal goes
What was your
on?
name again?
So I'm not sure if we quartered it,
Yeah, we were
but I
talking
was
about-
saying to him like, blink 3 times if you need help. I know my way around rowdy people, okay?
That's very nice of you. Who are you again? What is your name?
Leo?
Leo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Kame.
Cool. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Kamek, so I'm across the way. Kamek, were you the creep that was watching me while we were doing yoga?
No, you were the teacher who you were showing how to do the yoga, right?
You were standing right outside the door and watching me. Quite closely, might I say.
Yeah, I wanted to learn the yoga.
You're that dwarf.
What?
Not the dwarf.
You're that dwarf lady that we met in the first, in the opening scene in the airship.
Sorry, I'm blinking 3 times too. Like when you were
I'm throwing a plate.
Are you actually throwing a plate?
Should I do like a dex save?
Wait, you just threw a blade?
Yeah, she
Plate.
threw a plate. She
A
threw a
plate.
Oh,
plate.
blade!
I'm not throwing a blade. I mean, I would have knives. Yeah, but...
What are we doing? We're food fight? Yes, food fight! Ha! How about you?
You see very quickly a lot of the room, the hubbub of the room starts to lower as folks turn and look at your table and this sort of shenanigans that seem to be taking place.
You threw a plate on me, I rolled a 23 on a dex save, and you hit the person behind me.
You see behind you is like this Loxodon? Loxodon?
Yeah, the elephant.
Big elephant person who just turns around and goes, "What? Who did that?"
Steal the plate from the person beside.
Just a bit of fun, old chap. Just a bit of banter.
Roll me persuasion check.
That was a nat 20.
No way. No way.
Ooh, Jinx! Ah!
Yes,
Jinx!
he gets it. He gets it.
And they pick up their plate and hurl it at
Oh
your
my
head.
gosh.
Well,
That was a 25 to hit. You take 6 points of damage as this plate just smashes you in the face with like an incredible amount of force.
Ah, that looks like it's shots.
And he turns back to his table.
I love the notion of what are the people in his team is doing. What? Well,
Wow! What fun! What fun we're having! Aren't we?
I've currently got like a bit of potato, like sort of like
Yeah, I loved a
beer.
bit of you.
And I'm kind of standing. Yeah, this is just children. Children.
Can I throw another thing?
Yes.
Because I'm not used to this. I'm from the rainforest. I've got a plate of chicken that I'm not going to eat in front of me because I've been investigating it for an oak. So can I just pick up the whole thing and...
Oh!
Roll the hit. Roll the hit.
What am I rolling?
So roll.
Just roll
The
an
weapon
attack.
is
Yeah, roll an attack.
Yeah.
Add chicken to your inventory.
Sorry, what was that?
17.
What's your armor? Does that beat? That beats your armor class? I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much force do you throw the plate with? Is
Well,
it as hard
It's
as
just
the?
a chicken.
Oh, it's just the chicken.
Yeah, it's just,
oh,
but
okay.
I'm huge. I've got muscly arms. Really?
Yeah.
Just this chicken, like, and it like slides down your face.
Well, the chicken was unnecessary.
I'm looking at my plate like, is that
Do you
big?
still eat that?
You see. You see a kind of rather burly, fairly stern-faced dwarf with one mechanical leg, kind of, and quite a formal, sort of almost militaristic uniform kind of comes over and is like, "That's enough of that, thank you." There's place for japery, but it's not here.
Too true, sir. Too true. Sorry about these people. I'll keep them in. I'll keep them in check. Don't worry. Flashlight, sort of like
Wait.
what little bit of authority I've got with my little bit of
What
crew
you flashing?
uniform. Hasn't I've got my trousers on that show. Come on, mate. Just try to say that I'm one of the team. I'm gonna try to help out. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna make sure these
Do you
guys.
recognize staff trousers?
Well, we've got a symbol.
We might need a few
I don't know
napkins
about
over here if you don't mind.
jackets. See?
I'm
Yeah, but I don't wear the
I'm
jackets,
eating the
so-
chicken.
Oh.
It looks like you might.
Yeah, I was just trying to
he
feed you.
turns around and
Let's
walks
have
away.
Thank you.
I'm like,
Oh,
I'm just trying to be hospitable.
Oblivious.
oh,
Yeah.
that's
Well, friends, let's just try to keep the food on the plates. If we would just eat them normally, that'd be great. Yeah, good man, good man. Do we get like replacement food, or do they just leave these guys alone?
I don't know that they would serve more after being
I
chucked
mean, I
about.
have enough.
You want more?
I'm good.
Fimbulshank just starts shuffling a deck of cards and staring blankly into the distance.
That'd be-
So once the kind of meal sort of rounds up a bit more towards the end, once again Axel Bottom sort of stands up, jumps back on his little sort of podium box, and is like, "Well, folks, I've got a very special little announcement for you today. Something wonderful that we have discovered here in El Dorado. It is great. It is great. It is fantastic. Do you want to bring it in, folks? Bring it in." And some staff just wheel in this golden sarcophagus that's kind of wheeled into the dining hall. It's draped in a kind of silk, and it seems to kind of gleam under the chandelier's light. And he's like, "Oh, we discovered this right within the ruins. We believe it contains one of the followers, one of the priests of Zoltol from all those many millennia ago. We're very excited about what we're going to uncover from this sarcophagus over the time, but I just wanted to reveal it. We're so excited with it to show it off to folks."
Sorry, are they saying they're going to open it, or are they just showing off the key?
Showing off.
They're currently just showing off the casing. We're not-
Okay, cool.
I mean, I think there's an implication that they're going to investigate
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
time, but for now it's more that they've cleaned up the outside and are kind of wheeling it in to show off the discovery.
Do you think Zolro would be pleased that you're, unburying his followers?
Who are you talking to?
I'm gonna say that pretty loud.
Yeah, how loudly do you say
Yeah.
that? Loud. You're quite far down the hall, like, so how loud?
Hey! Do you think Zolro's gonna be happy that you're unburying his followers?
Wait,
Yeah.
Axel Bottom takes a pause, and he's like, "That's a good question. I reckon that he probably would be. I don't know. He's long dead, so I guess he can't complain much, can he? Gotta learn what we can."
Your funeral.
That's a place of discovery. It's exciting to discover more. Anyone who wants to can roll a history check or an arcana check, but with disadvantage because you guys are the other side of the hall, so unless you actually get closer, it would be higher, but...
15. Oh,
with disadvantage?
Yeah.
History 18.
18.
I barely listen to you.
6. Nothing. I guess I've been reading on the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
17.
I'm currently like scrolling a drawing of it in my hand. I'm not doing anything
Yeah.
else.
I mean, everything seems to check out to you guys. It seems like from the sort of distance you can see that it follows the kind of designs that you know of from like it seems like legit at least, and it certainly looks ancient. It's mainly made of stone, but it's like lined and edged and sort of what's the term when the inner colouring is gold. Like you chisel something in, and then the inner lining.
Inlaid.
Inlaid, that's the word I'm looking for. Inlaid, kind of with gold and such like. So it seems to fit the period. It fits roughly what you would know, which is a fantastic discovery. It's probably one of the. There's not that much, it seems like, from your reading of that being discovered before in El Dorado. So it does seem like quite an interesting discovery at the very least. And with that, the night then starts to come to a close. Folks start to kind of make their way out of the dining hall, kind of make their way back to their accommodation and their sort of rooms, their lounges and that sort of thing. And what would you guys want to do at that stage?
I might go up and just look at the sarcophagus a bit closer. Is it still there on the stage as everyone's kind of leaving, or have they wheeled it out and then wheeled it back again?
I think they wheeled it away again, so
Okay,
it was
yeah,
out for a little while to sort of briefly show it, but then
Yeah.
as soon as folks start to leave, it then quite quickly got kind of wheeled off somewhere around the back.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's your name again?
Are you
I've
asking
seen-
in
I've seen
character
it.
or
What's
what?
your name? What's your name again?
Phelan.
Dale. So I've given a really rudimentary sketch of what it looks like. Just like, you seem like you're quite a crafty person. I think if we can try to see if we can find resources, bricks, and like that, I can make like a fake version of this and maybe make some money off of it. So something small, like almost like a little token. We could like sell it off to people. You look like you're quite crafty as well together. I think we might all do something.
Don't know if I would like to help you in this endeavor. I feel like I may have already crossed the line with our host, so I don't want to.
You'll never get caught in this. I can just use somebody of your level of expertise. The man said you're great with inventions. Maybe you can help me just seal the deal and make it look good, and you can get a wee cut of the money.
I'm not really lacking in funds at the moment. I have other things I'd like to focus my attention on while I'm here in Eldorado. This would take up too much time and not enough worth for my efforts.
Just get back to me. One evening's all it takes. One evening. That's all it takes your time. And then you get back onto your own things.
Well, if
You
you
thinking about
if you see me lounging around not doing much, looking bored, come talk to me.
when you struggle to get sleep at 1, 2 in the morning, then I'll come to you. That's it.
Don't come to my quarters in the middle of the night, please.
I'll catch you in the library.
I will chase you away with everything that I am. I need my sleep.
Jericho, it occurs to me that we came here trying to do some sneaky business on the hush-hush. On the side, you understand my meaning. But both of us seem to be drawing very much attention towards us. We are failing immensely. Some of us perhaps more than others.
So he'd already figured out the fact I was trying to sell something fake, so might as well use his skills and abilities. Is that not what
I'm not pointing fingers. I am equally to blame. But perhaps we should have a rethink of our strategies.
Okay.
It's an option.
Do you guys start to make your way back then towards the kind of lounge, towards your rooms, your little sort of wing space?
Wait, Leo. Let me have a look at that, and then I'm gonna look at like this thing, the plate. Wait, you got hit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm using healing word basically to heal 1d4 plus my spell modifier, which is 5. So you can roll a die, but I'm not sure how much damage he actually had.
I had 6 damage.
Yeah, so no matter
Oh,
what.
so yeah,
you use,
That was
Fire
on
one.
plate.
It's gonna knock out.
Feeling better?
Yeah, thank you. Wow.
You're welcome. You took the plate from me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of ride or die, so.
Awesome.
Why did you blink 3 times there? Was there the.
I
Do you know these people?
What? No, I don't know them, and I don't know why they,
I
you know, think I'm a dwarf.
But
But
it's weird.
I freaked out a little.
Fair enough, fair enough. That was weird. No, I totally understand.
And he said, you know, if you know they're strange, weird people, you know, I should blink 3 times. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
So thanks for throwing the plate.
Is it
Oh,
bones?
thanks.
That's shapeshifting. It crossed my mind.
Is that you just getting that as an ocean? Yeah. I got it as soon as it said change shape. Yeah. So
So, what are you actually doing here?
I'm a professor, so I should help out if we kind of discover more about like nature or animals down there, and I think it's really really interesting. I saw some creatures already, which I wouldn't have expected here. So
Okay, yeah. I mean, I saw trees and stuff, which is pretty cool if you think about
yeah,
it.
trees are cool.
They just exist on wood. Did
Yeah,
you know that?
there's so many kinds and they speak to each other. And, you know, they're nurturing each
He's gotta
other,
talk
they're healing each other. It's crazy.
What?
Nature is really
see them
such
making
an
friends.
incredible organism. Like, have you seen the different trees and what? I'm basically doing exactly.
Oh no!
Sweet. So I guess you guys start to make your way kind of through the corridors.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Thalen might go to like if there's like a lounge and like a bar, and like maybe get a little nightcap, and I think he's gonna start like a little journal, and that he's encouraged Leo to do the same. And he's bought you a little notebook, but
Sweet.
you don't.
Okay. Yeah, he can head off towards the bar. Are you
Yeah,
announcing
that's-
that to invite anyone, or are you just kind of making your
I'm
way
just
that
probably
direction?
I might have mentioned it to Leo, but maybe not.
Cool.
To the group.
Well, if
The rest of
guys
you,
are going
what
to, are you? Shoot.
Are you guys heading back, or are you doing it, or wanting to do anything else before you head back to your rooms?
No, I mean, I don't have a room. I've just found the highest point and made a hammock.
Well, he did have a
You do have a room.
No,
do.
that was
got
on
the
the
double
ship.
bed.
I was on the ship, man.
Oh yeah, well,
You could abandon the room.
that's true. But I've abandoned the room and I've made a little hammock and I'm just lying there.
Are you,
So you can have the bed.
Are you outside?
Yeah, are you like on the balcony then in
Yeah,
your room?
yeah.
Okay. So before you guys get there on the journey back then, so who's all making their way, not necessarily in one group, but in a loosely one group, maybe slightly staggered towards the rooms.
Sure. Yeah.
So first off, can you roll me a perception check, Simon?
Perception.
Who's Simon?
Sammy.
Crap. It's a 13.
Sweet. Okay, that's no worries. You guys kind of make your way on.
I'm gonna slip. I'm gonna slip the note to Thimbleshank when we're walking quietly, so he can also see what I saw. I'll just
Okay.
text it to him.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
And the rest of you, as you're traveling, can you also all roll me perception checks?
What's that about the-
Everyone rolling perception.
Yes.
That was an natural
Except
20.
Phelan, if you've
Oh.
gone.
I wasn't quite heading to the rooms.
Oh, okay. If you're still with them for now, then that's fine. Yeah.
I was heading to the.
If you're
bar.
with them, you can roll the check. If you're not,
Oh, I
then
see.
you're
And it
probably
depends
off the bar.
when the paths diverge.
Yeah.
I guess
I
that's
guess you're with
up
them
to
for
you.
a bit, so it's long
Yeah.
enough that you before you branch off towards the bar. That's
Alright.
really fine.
a check, sorry.
Yeah. Perception.
18.
Natural 20. Right?
9.
Oh, you got that.
Sorry, what did you guys get?
9.
9.
I got an 18.
18.
We all doing it?
Yeah. If you want to do all roll a wee perception for me.
12.
12.
9. I think we were thinking about the note at the time, so I probably get distracted.
So the pair of you would just hear kind of faintly off like a corridor, like quite a reasonable distance away, but just there sounds like there's a bit of a scuffle or something going on. There's just a bit of a kind of noises that you hear. There's some kind of disagreement. You can't hear the words, but you can hear something going on.
Well, I'm going to look. My bouncer senses are tingling. I'm like, there's an issue. I have to.
Sweet. So you head a little bit more towards it, and you can see off in the distance there are two kind of large automatons that you've seen a few of kind of wandering around the place before. These aren't the only ones that you've spotted, but you've maybe seen them at a distance. You've not necessarily had the chance to look them over, but they seem to be trying to sort of apprehend this kind of cloaked figure who is clearly protesting at what's going on.
Is that how many people are?
The pair of you are the only two that actually noticed it, and so far Leo's the only one that's actually seen anything. You heard the noise. I don't know if you followed Leo or not, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But you.
Ah, okay, I'm calling. What's going on down there?
so as you get maybe a little bit closer, you would hear this kind of cloaked figure being like, "Darling, there's been a misunderstanding here. Of course, I don't know what's quite going on, but just let me speak to Heidal. It'll be fun. There's a bit of a mistake here." And the automaton's like,
You were found in the wrong area. We must take you from here to security. I don't know.
What do you think? Should we get involved?
Well, what's the wrong area? Because I have the feeling you are going to wander there. They're gone.
Wait, are we all going together?
Did you see the pair of them? I guess they're not being you're not being stealthy, so you notice them peel off at some kind of sound. So yeah. So if you would have followed, you definitely can have, yeah.
Does Ollie recognise that person in the distance then?
The cloaked figure.
Not the shape. The phrasing seems similar.
The cloak.
The cloak itself, yeah, maybe seems a bit similar. The phrasing seems a little bit similar.
You saw the notes, I don't know if that also puts on high alert to some degree.
But basically they seem to have been kind of comprehended, by these automatons who are starting, and they're clearly trying to wrestle their way free a little bit.
I don't think Dylan would make the first move, but he'll follow on if somebody else goes after.
Well, looks like it's on me to make the first move.
They seem to slip loose at one stage, and then one of the automatons just shoots out this electrified net that goes and just bundled to the ground.
Wait, are we fighting?
1 second. Did they say a name? I'm speaking to both of you, so we're a bit closer. Did the person in the cloak say a name?
No.
No.
Did you know?
Okay, well, time to just go for it, I suppose. My friends! I'm going to speak up loudly to try to see if I can get their attention. You have found my compatriot. Please, can you get her out of that net?
She was discovered in an area that she was not meant to be in. We must take her along to the security chief.
Well, unfortunately, it is Oliver's first day here. It's too easy to get a little bit lost on your very first day. There's not any chance you can get some form of leeway. Was she anywhere really bad?
Everyone makes that mistake, you know. You wander into the place you're not supposed to be, and things happen. And
she has
let off
also
a slap on the wrist.
resisted being taken to the security chief.
Yous are quite scary things. Yous are shooting with this net. Like, I can understand why she'd be a little bit frightened by this.
We are here for protection.
Yes.
Your protection.
So we've got a couple of members of staff here. Why don't we just take out your hands for now, just to make sure that she's not.
Please show us your staff ID.
I totally just showed my staff ID happily. So Jared.
Don't have a staff
I
ID.
know, yeah.
I show my trousers then to show that I'm at least. I've just started today, so I don't
Please
have
show us your staff identification
I don't have
cards.
it just yet, wasn't it?
Can you not?
I'm right in front of them.
Sir, are you?
I've got
to
your
these
identification card here.
Oh my goodness!
And
Well,
I take an identification card
Where did you get an identification card from?
from my pocket of holding.
I don't think you guys have them yet.
Yeah.
You may have gotten some like temporary stuff
Yeah.
for the boat, or sorry, the airship, not boat.
Yeah, if
But
you read
you've
it
not
too
been given-
carefully, if you read it too carefully, it says like Dorado. Fambleshang.
Well, the other one that's not kind of apprehended so much stomps over and takes. Give me your identification, please.
Do you have identification? I'll trade you.
We are not required to have identification. We are automatons.
I'm also an automaton.
You are clearly not an automaton.
Clearly, hold on now. That is very disrespectful. In my culture, we are quite sophisticated.
What would be your verification number?
0000.
That would make you a tugboat. You are not a tugboat.
I am whatever I want to be.
That
Every
is-
morning I wake up and I look at myself in the mirror and I say, I used to be a non-sentient piece of metal. And now I am a sophisticated, intelligent automaton.
It is not acceptable to pretend to be a staff member or automaton.
You're pretending to be the automaton here. We're getting our lines crossed. I netted this person. You're the intruder.
That is incorrect. Roll me a deception check with disadvantage.
While this distraction's going on, can I, from what I remember at least of people on the boats, this won't be ideal people here, people on the boats, try get something that looks somewhat official. It might not be that good, but try to do something to make it. So I'm going to try scroll it out, try and make something that looks somewhat official with the same signature before. But I assume I have disadvantage or something like that. So. I got 19 plus and 20 plus.
Most definitely an automaton. You, sir, are not. We may need to take you to the security chief to...
So with a disadvantage, I got 19 plus 4, plus 3, sorry, my bad, which is 22. So I got a 20 and a 19, which is quite lucky.
What was the role and the sort of not the
Oh, that was the
job that you were describing on this?
That's a fair point actually. So what would be a good one to sort of do? Yes, I was always perfect timing to think about it now. I was in a bit of a rush. So I would put down something along the lines of like custodial staff. So like I'm a cleaner to some degree, and that might explain why she's. So as you can see here, I'm a cleaner, and actually this is what she's been employed for as well. So we kind of need to be able to clean all areas of this entire place. So maybe she's got a little bit lost on her first day. We can take her back, make sure she doesn't do it again.
Roll me a deception check.
14 plus 7. So 21.
The automaton is takes a moment. Okay. She will be released for now. She is now your responsibility, Mr. Timbleton.
Is that what I put down, Mr. Timbleton? Rats.
Mr. Timbleton. If there are any issues, it will be logged on your file.
Mr. Timbleton. Okay. Well, no problem at all. As I said, you always know where to find me. I'm custodial staff. You can go and find that, no problem.
Can anyone roll me a perception check while all of this is kind of going on?
That's 20, so 28.
28.
21.
So, only Kameg would notice that on that nat 20 that the figure manages to undo the bindings and is basically they're sneaking off down the corridor while this distraction is going on with these two automatons. Like they're halfway down the corridor at this point. Maybe you've noticed them just get out just as they get the bindings off and are making their way down. Does Kameg stay in then?
Yeah, I'm like, the person that's now your responsibility is running away.
Wait, what is
my friend
here?
My friend! I'm going to say
this
super
is
loudly.
now an infraction, Mr. Tinkerton. We may need to bring you into the security chief.
I'm not associated with these people! I walk away.
Well, just to clarify, she's getting out in the netting that you put her in, which is not very... I'm going to try blackmail as best as possible.
She was breaking and entering, at least as it appeared, with no official identification.
Quick.
And the other one is starting to like run down towards, like charging after her, where she is properly fleeing down.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprint after her, and if like, I imagine we're running down like narrow, like streetways.
It's all hallways. Narrowish hallways.
Always. If there's like a protruding column or something, I'm just gonna shove the robot into the column as we're running.
Well,
let's start as you go.
I'll get nothing. There's any form of use here at all. Use automatons.
Right, here we go, baby.
Thunderstep wins.
Athletics. My best.
Dylan's gone.
What?
It's not risking his neck for anyone. He's down.
He's down.
That's a 9.
So you shove into it, and then it shoves back into you, and it gets an 18. So that's an opposed athletics check to try and knock you prone.
How far?
You can roll a strength save
I
on
got
that.
9.
Okay, so you can roll a strength save to see because it's shoved you back basically. So you have been knocked prone. You see ahead of you that there seems to just suddenly, almost out of nowhere, this massive plume of smoke just fills the corridor and beyond as this character just seems to disappear off somewhere. And the robot starts looking around. Where? And then it starts to turn back towards you. It's already gone part of the way down the corridor, so you're currently prone, but the one that's sort of chasing is now about to turn back towards you, Fimbleshank. What would you want to do in this moment? You're currently prone on the ground.
Unprone myself.
Yes, of course.
And then sneak away.
Roll me a stealth check to see if you can kind of sneak behind maybe the pillar that you were trying to shunt it behind.
20.
Yeah, it just runs straight past you. Going back towards the other one that's currently sitting.
I'm backing up as quickly as I can. Just obviously, I'm going to be trying to blag as best I can. But this is more pressure than I'm used to.
Okay.
So I'm flustered. I'm not speaking correctly. I'm like, well, I think the problem is it looked very much like someone it totally wasn't. Like that was totally a female dwarf when I first seen it, but now it looks
Roll
completely
me a
different.
deception check on that one.
19.
19.
12 plus 7.
Where are you?
Mr.
just
Pinkerton,
telling you.
this will be considered a warning. It is recorded on your file,
Mr. Tumbleton. Okay.
Mr. Tumbleton.
Okay.
The pair of you, are you still there? Or have you back?
I'm gone.
No, he's gone. I'm not
Are you
sure
still
where
there?
he
So-
is, yeah.
I'm standing next to you.
So-
So,
Yeah.
Leo's still there. Leo, roll me perception or investigation check with advantage.
Were you still there as well?
Yeah.
Just standing there.
Perception.
Whatever-
Because I
whichever
don't
you're
get
at.
what on earth is happening.
14.
So, looking this automaton over this close, you've maybe passed some of them because there are a fair few of them around the villa. You're fairly certain from your own experience that this has some kind of contraption on it that is not too dissimilar from Jolt, which should be utterly impossible.
Yeah.
There's no reason, rhyme or reason why on earth that would be here.
Okay.
And does the name
It's
Tumbleton-
heavily modified, so it's
Yeah.
not identical to like what your arms would have been or anything, but it definitely has the hallmarks that you
Yeah.
recognise.
Does the robot thing leave me alone as I start backing away?
The deception check was enough that you basically, well, Mr. Pinkerton has been given a warning.
Yeah. I then asked the question, who's does anyone know who Tinkerton is? What?
Oh, I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm sorry.
Wait, did I put his name down? No.
No.
That'd be good. I feel like I'm going to get somebody shafted by accident. Yeah, we kind of got away with it to some degree. We're going to back
Fast
up.
forward to the next day, isn't it?
Wait, what was the seahorse's surname? I don't remember. No.
It's verbal.
Well, we back away from these things. If they're not going to start a fight, I'm not going to start one.
Yeah, it seems to have been, they're not interested enough in you guys at this stage. The one that maybe was heading back towards Fimbleshank after you shoved it is probably looking about a little bit, like searching the area, like on a bit of a patrol, but other than that, you guys are kind of free to sneak off, and with your stealth, Fimbleshank, I'm fairly confident you can get away from there back if you want to get back to the group. So.
Well, that was horrid. Thanks you for having my back, I suppose. And then I look right to you. Oh, you're miles away. So what?
I'm heading to the bar. I'm
don't
trying to
actually
find
know where I am.
like a bar.
Didn't you follow us?
Late.
Didn't I?
No, you weren't there.
No, you're not
Now I
there
don't
at
know
all.
where I am. Right
Well,
now.
thank you two for backing me up to something.
You're just in your
Sure,
hammock.
it was.
You were in your hammock,
Yeah, my
yeah.
hammock.
So I think I know.
Well, I don't think we hadn't made it back to the room yet.
Oh, no.
I think you were still
So-
generally
so,
with
like,
everyone
we
unless
kinda
you,
had this
unless you just
interaction
beelined
or-
off towards the room in your
and they don't.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I think I was with
She
them
wasn't
when I
the
get involved
female
in the
dwarf.
chasing.
Yeah, maybe just lingering in the back a little bit. But
I'm
yeah.
fairly sure it's a person that gave a signal that was not that this place is not as chill as it looks to be. Just put it that way.
Oh, no.
So I just wanted to make sure they were safe, and they're safe, and they were away, and Templeton or whatever his name is going to get into trouble, but that's not me, so that's okay.
Okay.
Interesting. So you're still looking for a dwarven woman, that's what I get?
I thought it was a dwarven man, but I'm wrong.
Are you a lonely soul, or...
The figure that you guys saw was like because you could probably have made it out a bit more when we were on the ground. Looked more like tabaxi, kind of catfolk under the hood.
Bye, Desi.
Yes. It has occurred to me that you are, in fact, perhaps not a dwarven woman.
Thanks for noticing, but why are you searching for a dwarven woman? Is it for your friend?
You mind your business now. That's got nothing to do with you.
Fair.
I don't know. If you think he is one, then...
So I apologize for my tone. Staff business.
I'll just say keep the edge. So keep the eye out. Keep looking out for problems. let's
On
just say.
topic, where did my father go? Just
He's over
disappeared.
there.
I wonder if I caught up with you then. Maybe.
Where am I?
I'm just
I
further
keep
down
asking
here.
this question, and no one can tell me where I
You
am.
tell us.
Yeah, where are you?
I think you were probably still with, unless you chose to head beeline directly to the room. I imagine you're still with the group, but maybe just a bit further back. Like
But
didn't-
I've
didn't
apparently
rush quite
decided
as
to
quickly
leave
to-
the room. I'm sleeping outside now in a hammock.
But we didn't get
But outside in your own
Yeah.
balcony, in the balcony of the room, so you're
Do
still
I
in
have
the
a
room.
balcony?
Yeah, yeah. You have a balcony.
Is there a deck
You guys have
below?
a balcony, and you guys have a balcony. You pair don't have a balcony.
We have individual rooms, though, so it's
Yeah,
not
you have
too bad.
individual rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So are we sleeping in the hammock together?
No.
What?
What are you saying?
I think we're further out down the corridor.
Yeah.
To these guys. And
Yeah,
I just like
maybe Thalen spots Chrissy, who's maybe not quite clocked the whole shenanigans that are going on, a bit distracted possibly by other things. And
She keeps thinking
sort
she's
of
seen a beetle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the trail, and Thalen's gonna be bumped into her then on the way.
well, that was a bit of a commotion down back there. I don't know if you heard anything.
Actually, I did, because I have massive elven ears.
Wow.
I just choose to
Fascinating.
block it out. I choose peace.
That's wonderful. I wonder if you happen to know where one might find a drink at this time of night.
Yes.
You do know?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Can I pull out like a... What are those things called?
A flask.
A flask.
Yeah, you can hopefully have a hit flask. Yeah.
I do. Where is this accent now? I don't know. I do.
Wow. Well, what is it?
It is, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when in Rome.
It's like bright blue.
I take a sip.
We're absolutely hammered
Want a Constitution check?
with disadvantage.
on the
Constitution
balcony.
save. Sorry, Constitution save.
I go leaping off the
Oh,
balcony.
that's actually 21.
Okay, it really burns the throat. This is like whatever is coming out of these beetles that's strong.
I
But you
just
hold
want
it.
to
You hold it
say
yourself.
we don't kill the beetles, we milk the beetles.
Beautiful.
Fermented
That's
beetles.
Nice, yeah.
That's strong stuff. Strong stuff.
I like slap them, my hands are so big, it's like boom, boom.
Do you guys then? Are you still trying to find a bar, or are you just heading to a lounge to have a few drinks?
Well, can
of
I
the-
hear what's the commotion that's going on and be like,
You probably hear the tail end of it, and then with these guys are now sort of making their way back. I imagine at this point, the kind of
can we go meet up with them?
yeah, you can do yeah. Or they're about to they're walking towards
Yeah.
where you guys are going. So it's a question of whether or not you guys want to go to the lounge, or whether you're still wanting to really find a pub and get somewhere, or
Like a bar with an
like an actual bar. There would probably be somewhere open, yeah.
Yeah. Just to sit and like write in my journal.
Father, come
What?
Where?
Leo, shush. I'm not. I had something.
What did you do?
Oh, I had a little dimple.
Okay.
He's actually
From the
glowing
big,
blue.
from the big lady. She gave me something from a flask. I don't know what it was. I've got no idea.
Stranger danger, you know?
Wow, we spent the whole day busy.
Okay, no, so
What happened?
you remember...
Did you get arrested?
Actually, no. I'm proud of myself, okay?
I'm
This
proud
is...
of you.
Thank you. No, something completely different. Do you remember the Joe injectors? The Joe injectors?
Yes.
No, that's
What about it?
built into the automatons?
Yes.
These automatons?
Yes.
Two.
What? They were my designs.
I know.
I've been ripped off.
Can I be listening in?
Yeah, it's
I'm just
Again,
like,
Probably.
I'm not,
I'm
unless
just
you guys
like-
aren't being that. You're being
No,
subtle,
probably
you're
everyone's
not
around.
subtle.
I don't know what Joe is.
No.
So yeah, you would definitely know that there's the only people I think that would have gotten any of the jolt designs were in the very first campaign, so there should be no way that they should be over here. That makes no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not something you've sold or anything. I mean, you maybe part of you wondered if they would use some of your designs, not specifically Jolt, but it might be something that they might ask of you when you were here.
Yeah.
That might be possible, but
But
the
it's
notion
already
that it's here already is
Yeah.
bewildering.
Yeah.
Well, that's very neat.
Excuse.
You try some of this.
No.
No?
It's blue. Thank you. No. No,
I'll
thank
just
you.
have another little. Just
Roll me another Constitution save.
Nat 20.
Dude, this guy
You
can-
hold it like a champ, like my days.
oh, second time's the charm. That did the trick. Cheers.
Cheers.
So what is that actually? Asking at the flask.
What is in the flask?
Yeah, what's in the flask?
It is various types of beetles, and we put them together, and we let them romance with each other, but not mate. Only romance and date.
Uh-huh.
And then we separate them,
Okay.
so they're all very sad and upset.
Oh.
And then we milk them.
It's the tears
You
of
milk
the
the sadness.
It's the milky
The
tears
tears.
of the beetles.
Is it the Oh no, I don't know if I can ask that question. What gender of beetle
Oh, all sorts.
do you milk?
All sorts. All sorts. Yes, yes.
It's strong stuff. If you can stomach it.
Well, am I allowed to try?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Roll me a Constitution save.
Is it fermented or it's just
Yeah,
like
isn't
fresh?
No, it's fresh.
Fresh beetle
Is
tears.
this from her like bugs that carry about all the time?
Yeah.
Is there alcohol
Fresh
in
supply
it, or-
daily.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Wow.
Everyone's holding that. You might hold your
That's quite something, yes.
you belch this like green burst of like kind of plume, but you hold your own.
Whoa.
Strong stuff indeed.
Look at all these weaklings think they can drink. Shall we show them how real men drink?
Sorry, not gonna lie. I will be on the floor.
Me too.
Also, I'm not really too keen on things from beetles. No, thank you. I'm okay. Disgusting creatures.
That's a 5.
Thimbleshank takes a shot and immediately passes out.
Oh, I was gonna show them my room with the red string and the pins. We need to figure this conspiracy.
Wow.
Whoa.
Thimbleshank is also now poisoned as well.
He
You've
thought-
declared the condition.
He talked a bit game.
When you hit the floor, you wake back up, but you're now poisoned. You the equivalent of poisoned.
This happens quite often. I'm not gonna lie. Well, we did just avoid getting arrested, which is something. We're going to need to figure out if there's places where people are not allowed to go, what are in those places. So, like, obviously, she could have been breaking into, or he, I suppose, I don't really know. We could have been breaking into like somebody's house, but maybe it was like some information that might be important to know. I'm kind of feeling a bit suspicious already with everything that's going on.
Actually, I'm
One
fine.
of the-
I'm just gonna.
One of the phrases that came up to me that I'm still thinking through is, why would you want to leave? Like, that's quite a strange phrase to say.
Well, the only thing that's suspicious to me, I'm quite happy to let old Exit-Morum have his secrets. Doesn't bother me. But it seems that some of these automatons have some of my designs. I should have been consulted. I should have, they should have bought the patents from me. It's out of order, I believe.
Might have add. The same stuff got taken by customs from me, so why is it here?
Yes.
And I can have mine.
That's
That's just
a good
okay.
question. That is a good question, but people with a bit more money might be able to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So,
So yeah, these things should be constituted as heavy weaponry, just for your information. I'm a bit salty about it.
Well, they can be dangerous.
Would the library
Said it is fun.
would the library have any sort of recent histories, as in like of, for example, the unveiling of this area / the works
Probably
that
would,
get
yeah,
done?
yeah. I mean, we are now getting to the
Yeah.
point where it's probably about 10:30, 11. You would
Yeah,
imagine
probably
a lot
closed,
of places
but
like the library
it's
be shut,
worth
but for the
thinking.
morning it might be a viable route of exploration.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we reconvene in the morning and try to figure this all out. Getting a bit late. Don't have my best brain on me.
Understand. I'm usually asleep by like 8:30, so this is super late.
No, I
Yeah, let's rest. Let's convene in the morning. But keep your eyes out.
Hold on. Where did you find that note?
He's openly speaking about the note now. Okay. So we got a note from somebody I assume somebody
When
was.
you say we got a note, where did you find it?
You got a note. You got a note, and I took it from you. But I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding things, so it's okay. So you're the one that's asking about it now. I gave it to you right afterwards.
I understand.
I gave it to you right afterwards. And the note said,
I'm surrounded.
"Careful, this place is not what it seems
Vagabonds.
like." And then it had the initials SM on it.
Scoundrels.
And we know somebody that's got the initials SM that we ran into on the boat on the way across, or the ship on the way across. So,
Is chillax a portmanteau? You keep saying it. I'm trying to figure out what it
when
means.
was the? Sorry, just been out. When was the last time I said that? I said
You
it
said it
during yoga.
3 times, maybe 4 hours ago. 4, 5, 6 hours ago. 1 hour apart each time. If I had to put money on.
Okay. I just like saying the word chillax. Is there anything wrong with that?
No, there's absolutely
Well,
nothing wrong with it. I'm
Stop being such a buzzkill. Anyway,
I
let's.
enjoy the word. I'm just trying to figure out the etymology of it.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get some rest, but keep thinking through stuff for tomorrow. See if we can plan out what that day might look like. What's the schedule for tomorrow? Say.
Yeah, no,
Good
itself.
Are we back
Uh,
into
so-
reality again, or what?
Yeah, so the schedules for tomorrow, there's
Okay.
the sort of standard stuff like dinner. There's not anything dramatic in terms of events on. There's like potential activities that can be done and that sort of thing. And the next kind of big event, which is kind of in very gold lettering, is the day after, where there's a garden party that's very much come to the garden party and blah 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 sort of thing. So that's not for like 2 days time. So tomorrow is there's stuff, but it's kind of the regular activities that you might expect.
So tomorrow might be a good day for recon in lieu of that garden party, because that might be where stuff might go down. So maybe worth planning for that, especially if more of those automatons are there.
Happy to meet back up with everyone and have some sort of plan.
Yeah.
Gather information.
Shall we gather in my small 1-bedroom apartment, and we can gather around the wall of red string and pins, and by this time tomorrow morning, hold on. Within 6 hours, we will have a complete red string conspiracy wall, and we will be ready to tackle. That
I'm
blue-
all
that
on board.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It's really
Wait,
bad.
And I'm impressed.
Making a red string, a pinboard with red string. I love
I think I'm poisoned.
Okay, I think bed is useful for us all.
You're drunk.
As I head through towards my room, I slip a spare room key towards Sam. What's your character called again?
Callum.
Callum?
Uh,
Cameg. I slip a spare room key to Cameg just in case as I head through to the room, because I saw him look at me during the yoga, so I think something else. Like,
Jonny!
I'm joking, reminding you.
Sewing the key, like not knowing what to do with that, not knowing what it means. Like,
Just in case. As I sort of head off.
maybe he wants it. He loses his key.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's
Is
it.
that it? Is it right? That's sure. I can do that for him. That's fine.
So as the night winds in, is there anything folks are wanting to do before going to bed, basically at this stage, or
Turn
just
into the cat. And lie down on the pillow.
Nice. Yeah, curl up.
Has the extra pillow been delivered?
Yeah, it has there. So the pillow has been delivered. There is.
Oh, the roll mat.
Yeah.
There is. It is like.
Getting on my room
Kind of looks a bit like a hospital trolley. Like you're not sure where they found it from, but it's a bed at least.
I had those like inflatable things that I was talking about for the pool.
Oh yeah.
Can I fashion them into a bit, like a makeshift sort of
There
pillow?
is also like the rooms are quite big, so there is also quite a large couch that, to be honest, looks more
Yeah.
comfortable
Oh.
than the
Fair enough.
bed that they wheeled in.
Are you
but,
still sleeping in the hammock? Because
Yeah.
that means like there's a whole room just for a
I'm,
cat.
I'm so comfy in my hammock.
It's empty, basically.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch, that's fine.
Okay.
We all just sleep in one.
It's a massive fucking hammock as well. 100%.
No, as I'm lying as a cat there falling asleep, I turn back into a human just with face down at the pillow. Like, on the ground.
Sweet. So everyone then sort of starts to sort of snuggle into their own beds, get nice and cozy for the night. Leo and Thalen, I need you to roll a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
I'm presuming you're asleep at this stage.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Oh no.
Leo can't sleep with it.
I rolled a 2. 5.
Maybe a roll of one.
You're not the one that rolled 2. Oh no.
So Leo is snoring
Like
away on the couch, completely out of it. Thalen, you awake with a start. There is a shadowy figure right over your bed. You've got a fraction of a second. What do you do?
I guess it's sort of
What? What is you? Who are you?
You, half asleep, so you're not fully awake yet, would hear that noise. See a blinding flash of light that fills your entire room. You would see over you this figure is holding some kind of spherical orb that just flashes like that, and I need you to make a con save with disadvantage for me.
that was 2 nat 1. I confirm that.
Yeah,
No way.
it was.
That's the worst.
So, what happens next? Thalen, you start to feel just this seeping religiosity to your flesh, to your skin. You see this hooded figure, orb has flashed, then all of a sudden they seem to vanish. Roll me a perception check.
This is cursed.
Yeah.
A 1.
Oh my word.
As far as you can see, the figure just seems to vanish. You do briefly hear a sort of flutter at the door. Is the only thing I will give you, but sorry, the balcony door. So not your room door, but your balcony door. But that's the only thing I will hint you towards. Thalen, you feel your whole body is just getting more and more rigid, and there's this sort of where your skin and your hands were is just becoming gleaming gold, solid gold, creeping up your legs, creeping up your arms. You can feel it. It is taking you over entirely. You can tell a fraction of a second until you are solid gold. What does Thalen do or say in these possibly his final moments?
Leo! Leo! There's something happening. I think it's over. Look after your mother.
And Thalen goes solid. A statue, a gleaming golden statue of this elven inventor, perfectly hewn out of golden material, it seems like, but a solid gold. And that is where we will end today's session.
Wow!
Do you have any
What?
calculations?
That was incredible.
Do you have a backup?